Wartime, you're the first guy I see. My apologies. It has been rough not being able to get it here on time. It's life it can get in the way sometimes. So I want to apologize to the folks out on the East Coast. We will improve. I promise you. This is just one of those days. Yesterday it was already out. I knew it. And so here, my apologies once again, because it is late out on the East Coast, isn't it? I tell you what, pretty soon the sun will be coming up. Hey, the question now is, and I guess assumptions were made after the game, but the question does remain: who will be the quarterback for the Rams game this weekend? And that's due to Kyle's conversation. Coach Shanahan seems serious about starting Jimmy Garoppolo this Sunday versus the Rams if, quote, he is 100%. But then he also reiterates that, and he can't imagine Jimmy being 100%. However, Garoppolo's been diagnosed with that grade 3 sprain of his right throwing hand, Kyle. What could you possibly be talking about? Is Shanahan throwing mixed messages? Because trying to fool McVay in this fashion probably won't take anyway. Although, let me get into this. Tonight we're going to the phones to collect your thoughts on a number of the latest developments emerging from the Niners' ongoing drama. And it's been ongoing drama since the season started when you think about it, right? I mean, really nonstop. It's a wonder the 49ers can actually play football. The distractions haven't been within the... No. Actually, the locker room, it seems everybody in the organization within has pretty much not been bothered with the activity and the ongoing saga outside the realm of red and gold. Other than we're in it too. But I mean, outside the locker room of the facility, all the drama seems to be taking pretty much home in the Niner Empire, the media. I guess Niners don't care what's being said and done. So, anyway, Emmanuel Mosley, Dre Greenlaw, Mohamed Sanu could return ahead of the season finale versus the Rams, and that is good news. The Niners into the final week of the regular season with that good news and some bad. The team could see the return of several key players who have missed multiple weeks due to our famous, what we do almost better than anything else, get injured. Emmanuel Mosley is among the players who is possible for a Week 18 return after missing the last 4 games with a high ankle sprain, which was last week's full story all the time. It's been a lot, not so much this year. I think we got 2 high ankle sprains at the most. And his return is looking, though, just in time as the Niners are set to face a high-powered Rams offense featuring Mrs. Kupp's baby boy, Cooper. Cooper Kupp's about to become the greatest wide receiver in Rams history, and that's saying something, stats-wise. And he leads the league in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns, along with OBJ, who has scored a touchdown in 5 of his last 6 games and is catching on and really quick. Mohamed Sanu, safety Tavon Wilson, and finally D lineman Maurice Hurst is also expected to return to practice this week. To amplify the pleasant ramifications on a particular position, returning answers of prayers. Oh, my God, that many of us have been sending up. I mean, as you no doubt noticed, Josh Norman exited in Sunday's game against the Texans before the game was over. FYI, the man was not among the names injured on the injured list, according to Coach Kyle Shanahan, who rattled off a list during his post-game conference yesterday. I didn't really think about that at the time. Okay. Coach, where was Josh? Instead, Dante Johnson simply slipped in there to take care of business. And then Josh comes in. He committed his 6th pass interference penalty of the season. Committed his 6th pass interference penalty of the season. That was enough for Coach Shanahan, who admitted that the decision to bench Mrs. Norman's baby boy Josh in the 4th quarter had to make, and he made it. And what's so funny then, Dante enters the game and proceeds to draw a 23-yard pass interference infraction himself. Lord have mercy. All right, however, Johnson later broke up a fourth down pass by Davis Mills to help preserve the 49ers' ninth victory of the season. It was done really nice, too. Perfect. Timing, stay calm, watch the ball, receiver aside, watch the ball, make the play. It's not that easy, but that is what Dante did. So the Niners quarterback situation is up in the air heading to the final against the Rams. If the 49ers win, they are in the playoffs. That's it. All the scenarios and conversations and people confusing the matter, that's it. Niners, all they have to do is win. If they win Sunday, game over. 49ers are in. Everybody else can take their ass home and stop wishing and hoping and praying. And they will hope for the Falcons, of course, to knock off the Saints should they lose. That's what it would take for that to happen. Coach Shanahan said on Monday of his cornerback options and the decision to swap Norman out for Johnson, quote, there's not a big jump between all of those guys. So if we're struggling with PIs or anything like that, we were going to give Dante a shot, unquote. Shanahan noted that Johnson has been playing well for the 49ers, and rookie Ambry Thomas, who everybody said, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Each week, look at that is getting a little more intense. Ambry Thomas has improved in the recent weeks. Other factors will go into the cornerback decision for Sunday. Johnson was just placed on the reserve COVID-19 list, as was K'Wan Williams, which is scaring the bejesus out of me because, as you know, Cooper Kupp and K'Wan Williams have issues that Cooper would just as soon do without. K'Wan does a fine job against Cooper. Probably the best in the league. Eman Mosley remains on injured reserve due to a high ankle sprain suffered on December 5th, but that may change. However, as I mentioned earlier, Shanahan hopes he can return to practice on Wednesday and says Mosley has a chance to suit up on Sunday. Question is, who will be lined up on the outside for the Niners against the Rams? Will it be Norman and Mosley, Johnson and Thomas, or could it be another combination of those four names? Mosley. Thomas, yes. Because if he's going to get better every week, this would be the best week. I want that speed. He's on the play. We got one time, but normally he's right there on the play. So Shanahan said this about that. I think it's up in the air right now, especially with Dante going on COVID. Hopefully all the protocols will go right, and we can get him back in here in 5 days. But Johnson's held up throughout the year. Dante went in and did a good job, and I think Ambry's been doing really good once he got his opportunity. And we'll see where Emmanuel's at this week. So hopefully we'll end up having 4 good options. You love the way Kyle's being nice. And you know good and well, Kyle, that Johnson and Norman are not good options. They're options, but I don't know how to define them other than suspect. About Trey and Jimmy, there's no guarantee Jimmy G will be able to successfully perform the most basic of quarterback requirements at the most critical stage of this season. The Niners need him to grip a football firmly and throw it accurately. Can he do it with that thumb? The Niners must prepare this week for a virtual win-or-go-home game against the West-leading Rams, as we all know and have to fear between now and Sunday. If the Niners win, they advance to the playoffs, as I just mentioned. Even if the Niners lose, they can still make the playoffs, but only if the Falcons upset the Saints, as you already know. We don't want to put our future in the hands of another team. No. We've got to win against the Rams. And we've been doing that a lot for the past few years. It didn't matter what our team looked like. We would get it done. So I feel good about it against the Rams. I don't know what's going on with the Rams and the 49ers as far as that goes, because actually, I don't know how we keep beating them all the time. The Seahawks fans aren't saying, we know we beat the 49ers all the time. Shut up. Coach Shanahan said JG will start if he is healthy enough to function. But if he is unable to function with a torn ligament on his right thumb, Shanahan will again turn to Trey Lance. The options for the 49ers are 1, a quarterback who is less than 100% physically, or 2, a quarterback who is currently at less than 100% with the team's offensive system. George Kittle pointed out in an aftermath of the victory over the Texans that the Niners went into the game with an altered game plan tailored for Trey, saying, quote, it was a little more basic than usual, unquote. Shanahan is well known for meticulously detailed offenses, which incorporate a variety of shifts, motions, pre-snap and post-snap adjustments based on play call and the defense. And the Niners' approach with Lance was basically call a play in the huddle and run it regardless of the defense's alignment or coverage. If there's any question about JG's ability to play, the question becomes whether the 49ers want to make sacrifices with their quarterback not being 100% healthy or not being at 100% with the scheme. Contemplation, that is a decision that will be made during this final week of the regular season in mind. I don't know why you can't install some of those pre-snaps. See, that's why, these are things that should have been addressed early in the season. That way, Trey would have been ready at this point for all of that. T. Lance's performance in Week 17 demonstrated that he has been improving behind the scenes as JG's replacement. He looked more comfortable and more like an NFL quarterback Sunday than he did in Week 5 against the Cardinals. On Sunday, TL completed 16 of 23 pass attempts for 249 yards with 2 TDs, 1 INT, and a passer rating of 116.0. He did not rely as much on his running either, as he carried the ball only 8 times for 31 yards. This is a huge plus. Look around, get rid of the ball, get it out on time. Don't freak out, don't panic, don't run. Stand there, think, and go. He did that on a number of occasions quite well. He wasn't perfect, of course, but he displayed plenty of the skills that inspired Coach Shanahan and GM John Lynch to make that bold move they trust will benefit the 49ers for many years to come. Now, to put this in perspective, you may go into who will start this Sunday. Coach Shanahan approached this season on 2 tracks. He wanted to maximize this season with quarterback who gave the team the best chance of winning in 2021. And at the same time, he wanted to groom Lance and build his confidence to place him in the most advantageous position for when he takes over as a starter next year. Playing quarterback in the NFL as a rookie is not easy. The top 2 picks in the draft, Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson, will testify to that. They've struggled mightily while getting the butts handed to them each and every week, with the exception of maybe 2. Whether they are better set up for the future success-wise is still debatable. They certainly were not ready to take over at the start of the season, but Jacksonville and the New York Jets did not have any other options with JG. The 49ers had that option. I think that's where the 49ers wanted to go with that. By and large, JG has played well. Lance seems to have used his time as a backup wisely. It showed when he made his first start at Levi Stadium this past week. T. Lance experienced success against the Texans to keep the 49ers alive in the NFC playoff race. And if you had any nerves going on before that, Lance erased those midway through the third, kind of I said at the end of the second quarter, I saw something. I said, wait a minute. That looked good. Could he be settling down? And he did. The third quarter, he came out smoking. That in itself should give him a boost of confidence heading into the offseason. And if he's called upon in this Week 18 against the Rams, his learning and growing will only continue anyway. He would benefit in the future, regardless of the outcome. Of course, we still want to go to that playoffs and see what we can do. But I still don't know what to think about this situation. If I see that the 49ers have to hold back on some of what they do, because I think the scheme is what wins against most teams. But if Jimmy can't throw the ball, it's a moot point. You got to do what you got to do, and just rely on Lance and some of his athleticism to go ahead and do what he is capable of doing right now. So I'm all for Lance. If Jimmy can't throw, he can't throw. That's the bottom line. I'm also excited about the defense. If Ambry Thomas and some of the other guys come back, the defense could carry us largely through that game. From what I watched through the Rams, and I watched that game 3 times, the Rams don't look like all that. Granted, Cooper Kupp is on a flame, but you can actually depend on Stafford turning the ball over. I mean, really. We talk about Jimmy. Stafford is worse. I know I'll get a lot of pushback and argument on that, but Stafford is worse. He will throw that ball up into a crowd in a heartbeat, and he hopes his guys will beat the other guy out, I suspect. But Jimmy Ward loves playing against the Rams. As you know, the Rams, he's already called it out when he was talking to Grant. He's saying, I don't know why they keep coming to me. Jimmy taught him last time. So they may go another direction this week, knowing that Jimmy Ward is not to be played with. But K'Wan Williams is going to do a job. Cooper's not going to be out there setting records on the K'Wan Williams. So if I get Mosley and I got an improving Ambry Thomas, I like our chances on that. And we just have to do a minimum amount of scoring because if the Ravens did what they did, I think the Rams could the 49ers could play a better offense. I just got that feeling that, you know what, I think we can still win this, provided we don't shy away from the things we do best. North Cal Refrigerators HVAC DB's out on COVID. It's crazy. They'll be back before you know what? I think the protocols they'll get out because the thing is they've all been vaxxed, so all they got to do is get through that 5-day thing. When I think. And Matty us out in Cold Bend, Oregon. What's up, Matty? And Theodis Barber says, "What up, Ronbo? Been gone for a minute, but 3 Otis is back. What's up? Thanks, up, fam." And Scott Broyles, it won't matter who starts if the entire secondary is out with COVID. Ain't that the gospel truth? All right. Let me put on my ears. Hey, San Francisco's Dre. Come on in, Dre.
What up, Ronbo?
Dre, man, looking
What's
at this
going
situation.
down with you, man?
Just want to get past the Rams.
You got to ease your nerves, like my pops told me. And I talked to OG earlier. He's been a Niner fan. He said he's been a Niner fan since the early 70s. I said, I don't see how you did it. He was like, them was the glory days. Y'all know nothing about what y'all going through now. He said, sometimes you just got to line up and play football and go through your QB strengths. And I said, you know what? That sounds about right. He said, so in this game, if it comes down to air him out, you got a quarterback that can air it out. You just got to teach him how to go through his progressions this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
put your best defense out there and make them line up and go at him.
Yeah, but I don't know. This thing, everybody has this thing about just throw it downfield. And you better be careful with that because defenses now, it's not like it was back in the day. You'll get your butt kicked doing that now because defenses have become more sophisticated. The athletes have become a little more talented, and you don't put that ball up at the right time, you will get picked.
You're right, but at the same time, you can't have them all line everybody up in the box. You see how that turned out for us in the first half.
Yeah, but, Mitchell had 100 something yards. If you got a good running back, you need look, did you see the Steelers game yesterday? Steelers versus Browns?
Yeah.
They both got premier running backs. And both them coaches insisted on Roethlisberger throwing 60 times. I don't know how many times he threw. And I mean,
that was horrible.
Did you see?
What's
his name could not stop throwing INTs, So I said, you know what? You guys got.
At least we know a popular destination for Jimmy.
What? Cleveland or Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
They probably want to draft their own quarterback. I don't know, maybe. Maybe.
Ain't nobody in this draft that's worth drafting. I mean,
the Steelers don't seem to work like that.
Two.
Yeah, I don't think they give up.
He is a type of quarterback. He is similar to Big Ben. They just ain't got the arm.
Well, it wouldn't matter because they got some top wide receivers now. You don't have to have a shotgun to work with the receivers they got over there. So he'd be awesome with them.
Perfect.
And that running game they got?
Perfect. Yeah, perfect fit. But, I heard that Kyle lied because he said in his press conference that Jimmy ain't thrown in 2 weeks. And then somebody went on the air and said they seen Jimmy throw last week. And I was like, oh, wow, this is crazy. Then you hear him talking to a surgeon, and the surgeon was saying that the only thing he needs is about him having stability. He has stability. He's just all about the pain. How can you tolerate it? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, win or lose this weekend if Trey start, I'm satisfied. You know what I'm saying, Ronbo? Because right now it's the end of the season. Jim, we had a hell of a season trying to come back, and I think Jimmy for what he could do to bring us back and put us in this position. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't fooling whine about it. It is what it is. We left 3 games on the table that we should have won, and we didn't do our job. So this is where we stand. And if they come at Trey this weekend and whoop our tail, then so be it. But at least you got Tate, and Trey got that experience for next year. I mean, it is what it is, Ronbo. At this time,
I mean, if that's all that matters to you, that's fine. But I really hate coming this far.
I want
to
go
to leave.
I want to go to the playoffs too, but I mean, once we get there,
I know, right? That's the thing. Embarrassment in the first round or not. You know what though? It'd be nice to say we went to the playoffs in 2021 through all we went through. So we'll see. You know what? I just don't know what the Rams are going to scheme.
I think we're gonna beat them, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna beat them. Everybody's so confident. They said because they now used to when you see the Rams against mobile quarterbacks, they don't do good. Just go check out a couple of games against mobile quarterbacks with the Rams after tonight's show, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Well, they beat
check them out, Ronbo, against Lamar.
I'm telling you, Kyler Murray suffered. It comes down to I don't know. We'll see.
Kyler Murray is weird with his mobility though. He's turning that circle and then he sprint out like a little rabbit, he's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
He's fast, but he do some weird stuff, Ronbo, that Trey just don't do. You know what I'm saying?
Trey's a little more disciplined.
Mobility.
And he's not going to sprint out running away like that because Kyle's got him trained at least that much to try to stay in the pocket.
Yeah.
And he showed something.
Exactly.
Too.
Exactly. As the time went on, I think that game would have got up to 31-something, like everybody was saying, or 41-something. He settled down. And then Kyle kind of relaxed with the play calling and went to his strengths of what he's seen him successfully do in that game.
True.
And then it really got ugly.
But the Rams defense is going to be tough this week. It's got to be. Well, my only feeling is Jimmy has beaten that team every time he's played them. I don't know what he'd do with a bad thumb, but that's my comfort zone.
I mean, Jimmy has beaten them, and so have Nick Mullins. I mean, Kyle. Let's be clear. Kyle owns the Rams.
Well, maybe, but Nick only beat him once, whereas Jimmy's beat him each and every time. That's a lot of times. Tell you what, hey, Dre, we're gonna run out of time. Let me see you tomorrow. I'm gonna come. We get the press conference. It's probably gonna be announced tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
All
right, I'll be in here.
All right, man.
All right.
Have a great night. Santana.
What's up, Ronbo?
Santana, man, we're looking at the guys coming back from injury. I think the secondary may be a little better. I'm looking at. I'm figuring Kyle's trying to do what he did last week. I think he's just bluffing. I think Trey is going to start but the thing is, you're not going to fool McVay. This is not a game you could play with the Rams. I don't want them coming up with a plan for Trey because he is. No matter how good he looked against the Texans, he is still a rookie, and this is the NFC West leading Rams. But we'll see. Kyle may come up with a plan that still beat them clowns. But what are you thinking?
I think that if there's a plan that McVay's, making for Trey Lance, I mean, the only thing I can think of is stopping the run for the 49ers, making Trey Lance throw, That's the only thing, man. I mean, that I can think of the Rams doing, man, like testing out the kid's arm or testing him out, make him go through his reads or make him throw downfield and make a mistake, But
because Jalen Ramsey worries me. As long as go ahead.
But Ronbo, I mean, we've seen Debo, man. Debo, he can line up anywhere in the field, So that gives always McVay and that defense issues. So I think they're gonna do everything possible to make to open up Debo and George Kittle. I mean, you can't hold George Kittle. You can't shut him down for too long. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we saw in the Texans game they try to shut down Debo and shut down George Kittle and
found Ayuk.
If Trey Lance was finding Ayuk, so I mean,
which is the right thing to do too. If the two premier guys are getting shut down or covered, then go to the guy that's loose. And I think they executed that perfect, actually.
Yeah. So Ronbo, back to the question of like who who would I start, Jimmy G or Trey Lance? Um, this is who I would start. If Jimmy G was 100% healthy or close to like 95, whatever, 90 or whatever, I would start Jimmy G because at the end of the day, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch went into this season, putting their chips and betting their chips on Jimmy G, right, to take him off into the playoffs and potentially the Super Bowl. So they got to write it out with Jimmy G if Jimmy G is healthy. Because at the end of the day, Ronbo, check this out, man. We are who we are right now. But what are we? 8-7, 9-7, or something like that.
9, yeah.
With Jimmy G, that record, right? And we're in the spot we are in, trying to fight a playoff spot. So if you put in Trey Lance, let's say Jimmy doesn't play and Trey Lance plays and he loses the game, I feel like everybody's gonna forget what the Niners did this season, and they're just gonna focus on that one game against the Rams and we lost and we make the playoffs. If that was, in Saints win or whatever, right? But I just don't think it's a good situation for Trey Lance to be in, just given. But I mean, at the end of the day, if Jimmy G can't go and Trey Lance, plays, then we just got to hope for the best. And I just hope the fan base and everybody knows that, this season wasn't on Trey Lance, and this last game he wasn't prepared, or he wasn't, developed.
Yeah, he'll still have. Fans have to give him a break on that, all right? Because he's like you're saying, he came in because he had to. There's no point in getting on him if we don't win. It's so true.
That's the only reason that I wouldn't play Trey Lance. That'd be the only reason, right? But like I said, if Jimmy G can't go, I'd play Trey Lance and stuff like that, 100%. I think that he could give the Rams some problems because they don't know anything about Trey Lance. So, they say it's hard to beat a team like 3 times in a row or 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, with Trey Lance at quarterback, it's pretty much
it's
back to zero.
It's a different team. That's true.
It's a different team. Yeah, exactly. So, but who'd you rather play, Ronbo? Honestly, man.
No, Jimmy, I'm with Kyle. If Jimmy's ready, because now your offense, we don't have to. It's almost a basic offense as long as Trey's out there. Because like I was saying, all the pre-snaps and stuff like that are going to be taken away, and that's why Kyle was saying he didn't know how to call a game. But that's his fault. But I mean, the thing is, he doesn't really call a game with Trey, because no matter what the defense is showing, there's not going to be any adjustments at the line of scrimmage. So you're going to have to just pretty much go with whatever they call in the huddle. We're going to do this. We're going to make it work. But you got veterans. Debo, George Kittle, they can make it work. And you're looking at running back, Elijah Mitchell's a bad boy, so maybe it'll be okay.
I think if Trey Lance, like I said, if Trey Lance play, I think we will be okay. And I think there's veterans in that team, man, that need to step up and show up for the rookie, and so but I think we win, Ronbo, on Sunday night or Sunday. Right. So
it's a good feeling.
Let's see, man. Now another thing too, Ronbo. One more question.
Okay.
So
fam, we gotta go.
Real quick. Let's say we move on, right?
Okay.
All right, we'll talk about this later. We'll talk.
Okay, because production's gonna give you all kind of trouble.
No problem. Yeah, no problem.
See you tomorrow. All right. And Z, the dark one, is here. Z. Santana, don't forget that question. I want to hear it tomorrow. All right, good. Z.
The dark one is here.
Bam, come on in. We're looking at the situation like we did last week. They were talking about who will start this weekend. When really Kyle knew all the week that it wasn't going to be Jimmy. Because why would it be? He's having trouble. It's the Texans, Kyle. If you insist on using Jimmy with that thumb, then don't put him out there this week to get further hurt. If you're going to save him for something else. Trey needs to work. Let him get out there and kick the Texans' ass, and he sure did. Yes! So, hey, but see, what are you thinking?
All right, so obviously we will have to let Trey Lance go out and get us to the playoffs. We gotta let Jimmy G rest, because we're gonna really need Jimmy G when it comes down to playoffs if he can throw.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, if
Good
he
question.
can't throw, then I guess we got to let the rookie do his thing, and this is a learning curve for him, and we'll see what he can do. Give him the reps, and let's hope he can do good. Let's hope Jimmy G feels a little bit better to the point where we can take a 70%, a 50 or 70% Jimmy G over a rookie at this moment, because this is what it's all come down to. It comes down to experience, correct?
Yeah, it's going to. At this point, yeah, in the season.
So, we'll see how Trey Lance do. We need this W so we get the playoffs. All I know is just let Jimmy G sit until the first week of the playoffs, if we get there. Well, which we will, and I believe Trey's going to take us there.
Yeah, and the Falcons beat the Saints. Boy, I think those games are played at the same time somehow. Because if we could sit back going into that game, knowing that the Falcons already took the Saints out, we just sit back. Kyle, man, let Trey play, man. Let him play. Ain't no big thing. We're in no matter what. That'd be a wonderful feeling, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be lovely. But they both happen at the same time.
I know, so we can sit there watching that game and watching our game. God.
So we got to do what we can do. You know what I'm saying? We got to. It's in our hands. You know what I'm saying? We should have won that. We should have won that Tennessee Titan game. Well, we didn't.
Oh.
Okay. Now it's time. It's time for us to make our own destiny. You know what I'm saying? Which I believe. I think Jimmy's gonna be all right. It's just that it's gonna be come down to can he deal with it.
I can't imagine. Have you ever hurt your thumb like that? I'm trying to understand what that feels like. I played basketball with my thumb hurting, but you don't care. Because you want to play, right?
Right.
So I'm wondering how that works.
Remember, that's his throwing hand.
I know. How you gonna do? I just don't understand how you do. I don't know what it feels like, though. I mean, could you feel any? Does your thumb work? I seen it with that special thing on his hand, and you can see where it's trying to hold the thumb straight. I mean, it's flexible, but it's supposed to hold it steady. Like you wrap it. I don't know how that feels. I can't imagine.
But if you ask me, man, we'll get into it deeper. Just let's get to the playoffs. Like I said, I think Jimmy can deal with it. I think Jimmy can make moves. Jimmy is going to make moves if it comes down to him having to make the move. If he can't make them, if he's not going to make the move, then we're going to have to just watch Trey Lance and believe in Trey Lance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
saying? Mm-hmm. So, and it's going to be a lot tougher defense. So if he can pass this test, we go into the Super Bowl. You know why? Because the Rams defense is not the best in the NFL, but it is good. As long as Ramsey's back there and Aaron Donald's up front, there's going to be a problem. So you got to know how to negotiate those guys. Experience with them would be nice. Aaron Donald is a very frightening individual. Jalen Ramsey can have good days when he's not being a jerk. So, that's why don't be testing him out going downfield too often. Keep it underneath, keep it short, and let the playmakers do the job. I'm hoping that's what they do. Because otherwise, it could get ugly quick. So.
That's one thing I got to say about Trey Lance. When you running the ball and you if you watch him, he don't put his body into it just to get through the defender. It's like he's always getting pushed back or he's always getting smacked right when it's like inches, golden one or whatever.
Look at film. I think those are minor adjustments that can be made, though. He's actually made a lot of adjustments since week 5. A lot. I mean, a lot. So if he's learning that quickly, and he's had a lot of work on the scout team, I think he'll look at the film this time. He even said so in his press conference, and he knows there's some things he could work on, and he probably knows just exactly what to do already.
He got this. I believe in young man. It's just that this is going to be his big test. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, it is. It's going to be a big test for us, too, sitting there trying to breathe. We're going to be all right, though. The dark one. We got to go, fam. I'm gonna see you tomorrow and see what Kyle Shanahan has to say now. All right?
You already know. Dark one out.
Hey, fam. There he goes. All right. And bring in the man Bip and hey, what is it? Bip and Bam or Bam and
It's boom.
Doctor.
It's boom boom and bam bam.
It's Boom Boom and Bam Bam. It's easy to remember Bam Bam because that's the Flintstones, baby. And boom, boom, boom. All right. Dr. Papa, come on in here. I love when you corrected me the other day, too, because you know what? I didn't realize, because I'm saying Nick Bosa, man, come on, man. Y'all can tell me, man, how come Nick can't get that kind of love? You know, put one man on him. I'm watching TJ out there just tearing up. He's going to have TJ's going to have about 22 sacks to set the new record, man. I'm getting mad because, you know what? Nick would have that many. But, Pop, you're right. If we went to a 3-4.
Nick would in that situation. Yeah, but I mean, they have the personnel to do it. It's just not the time.
Yeah.
And not to mention, Kyle Shanahan really wanted the cover 3 at Seattle defense.
He loves it.
Kind of evolving past that now. Anyway, look, I got some scoop for you.
Go ahead, please.
All right, so as you know, my insider scoops have been pretty much near 100%. Yeah. So we have quarterback news on both sides. Right. Matt Stafford playing hurt. He's got tendonitis in the right elbow.
Is that what's wrong with him?
Oh, that's causing him a problem. That schematically what's wrong with him is that he's used to playing hero ball. And with hero ball is that you look deep first and then you look short last. And he's looking short late and he's not seeing underneath coverage. So that gives us a chance, a realistic chance.
Yeah, he'll turn it over.
Also, apparently, as far as Jimmy G goes, Jimmy G will not play this week. And essentially what's happened so far is that they did give Jimmy G a shot. He tried to throw. He threw some light passes and couldn't handle light passes. Okay, he got a second opinion on the thumb, and then all of a sudden he needs surgery. So what's happening right now is that the people leaking information about Jimmy G's thumb is Jimmy G's camp is basically sending probably Schefter text straight up, tell them what's going on because his camp doesn't want him to play. The doctor who gave him a second opinion doesn't want him to play. But of course, Kyle Shanahan wants him to play. Now, as far as Trey goes, I saw a lot of good things with Trey, but the biggest concern I have about Trey really is Kyle Shanahan. Because if you have a quarterback, you should know what
his strengths and weaknesses are, right? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So obviously Kyle hasn't been doing his homework or paying attention. So what I saw in the game, though, as I saw that, I thought the bootleg passes were working if the passing structure was different. And I also noticed that he's got a similar skill set to kind of like a Patrick Mahomes as far as arm power, which means that he could be 10, 20, 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage and get it down the field. So I really do think that if they
deep
really
dropbacks would work well against that rush.
His footwork was excellent. I mean, him under center, he looks like a seasoned pro. And as you know, it took Alex Smith a year. It took Kaepernick a year and a half to get comfortable under center. This guy's already comfortable under center. So he just really has to really improve on the middle of the field, the Jimmy G routes, and he hit some of those, the quick slants. But I think that if he does, if he keeps him under center, and for God's sake, stop running him. Jesus H. Christ. You got somebody.
He's not sliding. He's going to end up getting hurt, and you know it.
Exactly. That's why I say he reminds me of Andrew Luck a lot. But he also reminds me a little bit of John Elway. So he's got like big arm. Just get him outside the pocket, let him throw it. Even if he's only reading half the field, that's fine. Yeah. John Elway read half the field for a Hall of Fame career. So just don't overcomplicate it.
The thing with Andrew Luck, though, Andrew Luck was laid up in pain all the time. We don't want that, and that's why they've got to figure out some way to stop him from running so much.
Well, it's not even that. It's just protect yourself, or just go balls out. Just put it in fifth gear. He was running in third gear last game. I didn't understand it
because he wanted to throw. He was keeping his eyes down. He was keeping his eyes downfield and wanting to throw, but then. You're watching that, and you can see that conflict that's going on in his mind. Trey, just run, and slide. Right. You're thinking to yourself, yeah. So he'll figure that out.
The team with the better running game is going to win this game, and it really should be us. However,
they got the running back coming back, though.
Coven,
I forget his.
well, you got Eckler coming back. So, but Coven has 49ers. 49ers are giving up about 3.6 yards per carry right now. So I really do think that there's definitely, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but whatever we feel about Seattle is how the Rams fans feel about us. So that's an advantage for us.
There it is,
so
in their head.
Happens. So we'll see.
Doc, we're going to run out of time. Anytime I get with you, it's always so much fun and good stuff that the time just lapses in seconds. But listen, I'm going to be back tomorrow because we got to find out what's going on after that midweek press conference. So hold that thought, will you?
I will. All right, Ronbo, shout out to you in production. Please like and subscribe
to
Ronbo Sports.
And give our best to Bam Bam and Boom Boom, man. Everybody loves them. All right, man.
All right, man.
Night. And Sans a Million. Did I get that right? Did somebody get that right now? Sans a Million? Sans a Million. Thanks, fam. I haven't seen you in a while. He says, I have been watching JT O'Sullivan's channel, and he has some major praise for Trey. But if Jimmy Stump is not right, we have to rely on Trey, especially the COVID situation wrecking the Niners secondary. Sans a Million, don't worry about that secondary, though. I think they're gonna cover everything. I just need Emmanuel Mosley back. I'm loving what I see with Ambry Thomas. Josh Norman, stand by on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? You and Dante, please. Hey, Hayden.
Ronbo.
Yes, Hayden. Hey, Hayden. I haven't talked to Hayden in such a while. Hey, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Okay, listen, this is why I kind of, it's not nothing to freak out about.
See, check Hayden out, how big he is all of a sudden. Hayden, you been working out or just growing?
Basically, I got COVID, but I dealt with it, and everything's fine with that. But it's weird. Good. It was it wasn't bad at all, actually.
Yeah, for your age, it's not supposed to be. So good. Hayden, you got a freeze frame. Okay, go ahead.
Basically, I liked what I saw from Trey, but the only thing is, Kyle, you can't tell us, oh, I didn't know what to do with Jimmy. Or not Jimmy.
Trey. You can't tell the media that. Why would you I said, what are you telling that for, Kyle?
Yeah, because it's you can't put up 3 points, even though our defense has always done good with the Rams. You can't put up 3 points in the first half against the Rams but the only good thing is, though, if our secondary comes back, Stafford has been pretty good with throwing a lot of interceptions recently.
Oh, God, he's out of control with that stuff. I know.
And the good thing is our defensive line, because Nick Bosa is getting so much attention, we could get a strip sack or something because he's been fumbling too. So that's
you seen that game? They stripped him naked in the second half of yesterday's. I don't know how the Ravens lost, Hayden.
If they had Lamar Jackson, that game would have been
a bloodbath. Yeah. So
But so basically, Kyle, it's gonna be Trey Lance. I mean, the media already it's gonna have off-season. It's not looking good for Jimmy.
Yeah.
Now,
especially
I don't know
coming out of the season
how
hurt.
bad it is really, because off-season surgery. But if we get a win and we go into playoffs, yeah, because that's his throwing hand. It's not like his non-throwing hand. He has to grip the ball. He can't be, because if he gets hit one time against Aaron Donald or something.
Oh, the pain. You'd see his face. I mean, you'd see a grown man out there crying, Hayden. That would that would hurt. They're going to go for it. Every time they go at him, they're going to swing at the hand. You know they're going to do it.
Kyle,
if he's out there.
Stop going for it on 4th down. You know what I mean? Kyle, I get, when you're in the red zone or something, but not when you're at, the 40 or the 50, stop. I mean, if you're gonna go for it on 4th down, call the right plays. Don't because I don't know. Sometimes that game should have been more points because we were in their territory.
And Hayden, when you're 4th and inches,
out of it.
But the thing is, Hayden, when you're 4th and inches as opposed to 4th and 1, you win 4th and 4th and 1. You got 4th and inches. Kyle, Trey's 6. How much? All he's got to do is lean forward, and hopefully Alex Mack will knock the guy out just enough. Because all he has to do is fall forward a tiny bit, and you got the first down.
You know what I did get irritated with him? He kept on going for 4th and 1, 4th and 2. But when it was 4th and inches, you're like, oh, I've had it.
No, wait, kick the ball. Oh. And you should have got a field goal on that last one anyway. Kyle, what are you? How are you doing? Okay, Cardinals are better this weekend, though, Hayden.
You know who's stressing me out of it, though? Robbie Gould. I don't. It's like he's been pretty good recently, but a lot of his kicks are swaying to the right or swaying.
I know, right? And it's scary. You see that ball from your TV? It looks like the ball's about to miss, and it squeezes inches away from the inside.
He's not good. Okay, he's being recently good as Gold, but
I see what you did there. Yeah.
I don't know. He's not good. Yeah, but I definitely see Trey Lance is going to be the starter. Kyle it's going to be Trey Lance. We already know that. But please have a great game plan for Trey Lance, and please know what you're doing with him, because you can't have the first half just be figuring out Trey Lance. But you know what? One thing I like about Trey Lance.
You expect a lot of running. He's want to keep Trey out of Aaron Donald's crosshairs.
Don't turn near Aaron Donald saying like the only thing I like about Trey Lance, he could keep the play alive.
Yeah.
But
I don't want him running around too much though, because Aaron Donald is a very frightening individual. And also he's got Leonard Floyd.
Don't let Trey Lance run, because he hasn't developed. Like, you could let him run around the pocket, but don't stop calling these options where he runs unless it's like the red one or something, because he doesn't know. He's not fully developed as a runner yet. He doesn't know how to protect himself. He just kind of dives in for it. It's like, no, oh god. Like the one time he ran on second down, and then he just braced for it. Like, he didn't even brace. Oh my god.
Stop running and brace for it. Slide, Trey. That's what you're supposed to do. Slide. He'll get it. It's a nervous thing right now.
That's the future, correct? Don't stop. It's like, I'm surprised that, the Cardinals game, that's why he got injured, because he ran and ran and ran.
I know. Hayden, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you got through COVID too. And let's do this tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Okay.
I'll be back.
All right, Hayden. Have a great night.
Good night.
Look at Hayden growing up on us. Hey, Steve. Hey, is that Steve? Hey, Steve, your audio. You need to hit something on your device, because I can see you, but I can't hear you.
I say.
Gotcha. You got it. All right. Hey, Steve, come on in, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right from the land down under.
Yeah, I just realized this got to be that Sunny Ray. It's got to be, because I've seen this background before. Gorgeous. Steve, what are you thinking here, man? What do you want to talk about?
There can be only one Steve.
Right.
No, there's got to be more than one Steve.
No, there's two more folks that called in from Oz. There's Tony, and there's one other guy that hasn't called us for a while, but yeah.
Yeah, I called you back when Jared Hayne was starting.
Yes. See, that's been a while.
And yeah, well, I had to learn the game, I realized, after all that. And I fell in love with the Niners, so and the Empire, and
good taste.
Like someone would say, I've been listening.
You remember? What's his name? That was Sean, right? And he'd always say it in that intimidating voice. I've been listening, bro.
I've been listening, bro.
Hey, Steve, great memory.
But,
so, Steve, go ahead.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Yeah. My thoughts. Trey Lance. Not a bad game. Pretty good, actually.
Damn good.
But if Jimmy's right to go, he's got to be definitely right to go.
Yeah.
Sure. But we can start him. But I've got a deep down feeling if we're going to beat the Rams, it's going to take something special. And I'm in a special arm. And who's got a special arm?
Trey's got a pretty special arm.
He can do it if we have to. But our defense could probably win it on its own. But
that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I don't want to get into any kind of a shootout with Stafford.
Yeah, but it's probably been 5 or 6 years since I called in. But
because Jared Haynes been gone a long time.
Made over and across the ditch, Lee. I like his input.
Yeah.
When he calls in.
Who?
He knows his stuff, especially Lee.
Oh, Lee. Oh, yeah, Lee. I'm in New Zealand. Yes, yes. Oh, Lee's always
Yeah,
razor
he's just
sharp. Yeah.
yeah, he's just crossed the ditch there.
I love the way. Is that what we? That's what you guys folks say when you look referring to New Zealand across the ditch. I
Yeah,
like that.
so it's just a little bit of water in between us.
Yeah. So yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I love Norm and you know
And Niners all day.
Trey. I love the whole empire. Yeah,
That's great, Steve.
and I thought I'd just give it. Like I'm a frontline worker for the health system here, and got today off, and I thought, well, Mrs. is at work. I'm going to give this a crack.
All right.
And here I am, sitting on the back
Steve,
veranda.
And we love it. Because Steve, I've been reading the COVID thing is getting a little crazy. It was well under control in Australia for the longest time. Now it seems to be jumping around.
It's I think they call it the Omicron or whatever it is.
Omicron,
it's jumping all over the joint, and but no, we're on top of it. I feel, and hey, double vax, let's go.
Yeah, I tell you, honestly, Steve, I don't know what this disease is, but if it can just morph into whatever it wants to, just to give us a lot of crap endlessly, it's really frightening. I mean, really, what is it going to be next? It's Omicron now. What's next? I'm like, come on, there must be a way to anyway. You know
what about a Niners Super Bowl? That'd be nice.
That'll make everything fine.
Yeah, that'll make you feel better.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Hey, Steve, you know the amazing thing would be? There would be Trey Lance front and center. We got through the playoffs. We got through Tampa. We got through Dallas and whomever else is standing in the way, Green Bay. And we're standing there and we're saying to ourselves, wow, remember we said this could be the first year that a rookie can win the Super Bowl? Trey, it could be you. Wouldn't that be great? Even if he didn't win, I'd love him. I mean, I'd be proud of him, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of road to get to the Super Bowl.
Seriously, I'd be happy, win or lose this weekend. I'd be still happy. It's a winning season.
Grateful. Yeah.
We knock over the Rams, great. We'll move on. We'll knock them over again.
Yeah. And if we could just get the Cowboys in the first round and knock them out. Steve, this is like history and a thing that goes back. To beat the Cowboys is better than anything you love most in this world. The Cowboys are let's say, put it this way, we don't like Dallas in San Francisco.
Yeah, I've kind of worked that out over the last couple of years.
Yeah. So.
And the Rams.
Well, the Rams haven't been that big of a deal.
Rams.
Yeah. So, Steve, listen, it's so good to hear from you. Steve, don't be a stranger now. Don't make me wait for 4 or 5 more years to hear from you. If you got time, and come back tomorrow because we got to go now. All right?
Yeah, that's cool. Good day to all the Empire. Let's go.
All right. Thanks, Steve. Have a great day. Talk to you later.
All right. Uru.
There he goes. So I'd love to hear any jargon coming out of Australia is always fun. Creative Spaces says, no doubt our defense will carry the day, beat spasms or spams. Thanks, Creative Spaces. I'm going to change your name. Spasms. Shabazz! Oh, Shabazz. Come on in, Shabazz. Shabazz may be at work.
Ronbo.
Shabazz. Yeah. All right, Shabazz. More drama this week, much like last week. Although he's pretty accurate most of the time about his insider information. It looks like Trey's starting this week no matter what.
Right, and we're going to be okay, Ronbo. Because now where everybody panicking, this is where y'all really should be calm because Kyle going to run the damn ball. And
I know, right? And Aaron Donald hates that.
Yeah, what we going to do? What we going to do? And I'm like, Ronbo, we're going to shut the ball down their throat like we always do. What's wrong with y'all?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't finna even
burn
run
up clock.
He just
hand the ball to like sitting on the bench. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hand the ball to Jermichael Hastings, and run the ball on these balls.
And you can throw passes too. Did you see Mitchell catching them passes for that, like that TD and a couple other times? He didn't miss a pass.
Right.
So let's do it.
He did. Ronbo, we're gonna run the ball. I'm not panicking. Everybody worried about your boy Trey. Calm down, ladies. We're gonna be all right. All right. Trust me.
You know what?
Ain't nothing to panic.
And Shabazz, also Jalen Ramsey. I just want Trey to know, wherever he is, he can't be all over the field. Just don't go in his direction. Period. Right? If you see him on Debo, then look for your boy Ayuk, since you and him got a connection anyway. If George is open and Ramsey's somewhere else, go over there. Just stay away from him. Because their secondary, while it's okay, our rest of our guys can smoke the rest of them guys. But Ramsey worries me.
Okay. That's very doable. I agree with you. Ramsey is a problem. Okay, he is a problem. But I'll tell you this. If they load up the box, and leave him one-on-one with him, I'm taking a shot. I don't care who you is.
Yeah.
Period. You got to take your shots.
Yeah, and if if they're loading the box, that means Ramsey's playing up close to the line of scrimmage. That would be death too. You know what? Shabazz, I see where you're going with this. Go ahead.
Right. So yeah, I mean, Debo can beat anybody, but they gonna load the box up because they thought we got to stop this damn run. Because after we go to run it, then we're gonna do like we do. And the difference between Trey and Jimmy is Trey is just mobile enough to avoid Aaron Donald now. And he knows who Aaron Donald is. He's not stupid.
Yeah.
I will call those to get it out fast.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want. Get the ball out your hands, please. Just get rid of the ball.
It's the Jimmy.
Yeah. Because he's got Leonard Floyd over there to help him, and they become a gruesome combination. And now you're talking about that Von Miller. I say, man, what did the Rams do, man? Y'all, we still gonna beat you behind. You know, y'all. Who else you got over there? You know, I want to say, this. Oh God, they're still soft, Shabazz. Rams are still. Marketing pro, y'all still soft? Yeah.
What David Summerfield said, same old sorry Rams.
Yeah.
These are Rams. The only time they was good when they were. Let's be for
real. So but like you say though, Kyle's good, and Jeffrey. I want to see Jeffrey Wilson Jr. get in. Any one of our running backs is physical too, because hey, Shabazz, you remember that press conference, Aaron Donald? Aaron, there seemed to be some problems with Debo Samuel. Seemed to have who? Aaron didn't know who Debo was. You saw that on Instagram, right? Debo said, "Hey, Aaron, what's up, man?" Hey, Debo sent him on Instagram. I tagged him.
Yeah, he know who he is. Aaron Donald is Debo's oldest son. We know that.
Debo's gonna be running this week too, Shabazz. We got plenty of arsenal to run. I just don't want Kyle to run Mitchell to death. Let Jeffrey Wilson come in there and beat them people up.
And I think this week is where I see the fake pitch to Debo where you will score a touchdown.
Yeah, because Ayuk and Trey got something going on. Yeah.
Oh, man, look at it.
It should be a fun game. And also, Shabazz, you can depend on, as long as Jimmy Ward is playing, you can depend on Stafford throwing at least two INTs.
That's just it. Stafford ain't all that, man. Like, Stafford going to choke like he always do. I don't know why y'all panicking. I'm not scared of the Rams. If this was Seattle, I'll be nervous, bro. This ain't Seattle.
I know, right?
I mean, sometimes, especially what the NFC West is, the Seahawks own us. We own the Rams.
Yeah, we have to admit it.
I'm scared of the Rams. I wish I could say it.
Same, I know, right? Well, Shabazz, we gotta go because I came in too late and people out in the East is crying. Like, Ronbo, man, make us wait till midnight. Come on. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna see you tomorrow, okay?
All right.
All right, fam. Appreciate you, Shabazz.
All right.
And area code 929.
Yo, Ronbo.
Yo, who is this?
It's the Iceman on a different line.
I knew it, man. You're incognito tonight because you got people looking for you, don't you? Ice.
Hey, it's my ex-wife.
You can't hide. You can run, but you know you can't hide. But Ice, tell you what.
You can't hide your ex-wife, right?
I know, man, because they'll let you down. Hey, so listen, Ice. You know, we're looking at the defensive secondary maybe improve this week. Kyle's going to continue to try to bluff, but I believe Trey's going to have to start. He's the healthiest person on that team, calling himself a quarterback. You know, what are you feeling good about this? Are you going to be okay? I mean, what do you think's going to happen here?
I'm fine with it. Actually, I don't think Jimmy's going to play.
Yeah.
People don't understand is that I had a similar injury like that. It's a torn ligament, and it's a chipped bone in your thumb. And it's not really the torn, it's the ligament too that hurts a lot, but it's that chipped bone that's going to kill him every time he tries to squeeze the ball. And he's lucky he's not cold weather. When it's cold weather, it's even worse. Oh. Like, it's hard to grip and stay consistent over. Like, if you just chilling, just letting it sit, you're okay. Like, you can walk and it can bump into something. Man, you're gonna scream, oh, holy hell. Because it hurts, man. It hurts. Bro, that's not something you can sit back and say, well, give him cortisone shot, throw him in the game. And if it's cold weather,
that would make it worse.
Like,
yeah.
Worse.
Because when that shot wears off, man, they have to go to the hospital for pain.
Exactly, and it could damage it even worse.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. You don't want to do that. You understand something? You got more bones in your hands and your feet than you do anywhere in your body.
I know. So, small, tiny bones. Yes.
Exactly. And that one small, tiny bone could be the reason that can disrupt the whole hand. It's crazy, but true.
And end a career. Exactly.
That's why basketball players are very sensitive about their hands as well. So, being a quarterback, you got to grip that football every snap.
Don't forget piano players, too.
Right, exactly. So if he grips him, even in pre-snaps, he gets a snap and it doesn't feel comfortable, he can fumble the ball.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
If it hits that hand wrong, that would have to hurt.
There's a lot of variables you got to understand in a football game. Like, he can get hit. Incidentally, it could hurt. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many variables. So
Rams will be swinging at it. If he's out there, Rams will be swinging at that hand all game long.
Some people don't care. They're going to do something to disrupt your whole game. But, the whole game is not going to just boil down to just Trey. Okay, everybody's focused on Trey. It's about the offensive line and the defensive line. Yep. Period. And the story always will be. If an offensive line is pushing them back like they always do, because they can't stop the run anyway, regardless of what happens. They can't. We all know this.
That's true. They're good at taking the quarterback down, but you can run on the Rams. Yeah, they're not real good at that.
Run on the ball, exactly. And that's when a lot of teams exploit them and they beat them, but then a lot of teams get cocky when they run the ball so well, then they're going to start throwing the ball, and that's why they lose. So the bottom line, like you say, and then when they played the Cardinals the second time, I don't even think what's his name didn't play. Kyle didn't play.
No, he played. I believe that was his coming back game. And he looked terrible. Kyler's looked suspect for weeks. I don't know what's going on with him.
Well, because he took away his best weapon.
Oh, I forgot. D-Hop is his savior. I forgot. Yeah. You're right.
Takes a lot of pressure off him. But anyway,
and that other kid too, the new kid they got, that's his bread and butter receiver too. And AJ Green is just a novelty out there.
Yeah, exactly. But our situation is not that serious. One thing we have to remember, he has a great cast around him that can take away all the things that gonna make him feel like he has to force something. He doesn't have to force anything. He got Debo, he got George, he got Elijah, he got other wideouts that have been there in the system that can bail him out of a lot of situations. The question is, what is the offensive line going to do to protect the kid and execute the offensive, execute the run game.
As
if they execute the run game,
we're gonna have to stop it. You know, they only allowed 3 pressures in that Texan game. If they can continue something at least close to that, they should be fine.
We are with the best line in the league. That's the thing. If we're running the ball down their throat, I know that's what we're going to do anyway. Is
we should be fine. All right, Ice. We could go, and I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to be back tomorrow, and we're going to see what Kyle Shanahan is cooking now, and I'll be looking for you.
Yeah, we'll be on Wild on Wednesday.
Watch out for that wifey, too.
I love you. Can I get a shout out, man? It's cold as hell in New York, bro.
Oh, I bet it is. With a wind chill, too, huh? Niners! Ice is on ice. All right, fam. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Dad, boy.
Josh, a Rams fan. I love it. I hope Rudy calls in tonight, too. This is going to be fun all week long. Josh, come on in.
Man, finally, man. I've been listening to these hecklers in the chat the whole time. They're talking crazy about Matthew Stafford when Kyle Shanahan was trying to get Matthew Stafford before Sean McVay was. So
he was.
Sean McVay just beat him to the punch. The coach wanted Matthew Stafford, and a couple other teams wanted Matthew Stafford, so he can't be that bad.
Hey, but
he's
Josh,
throwing a lot of picks.
You know, it's really funny. That was in free agency, right? I was trying to remember, when did that happen? But because they went ahead and drafted Trey, so Stafford was out of the question anyway. But I think it was before the draft, right? During free agency out in Mexico,
and they was in the
same city at the same time.
So they were going to use those picks. They were going to use those picks to get Stafford
and give
the
to
first
Detroit
rounds and whatever the case may be. Yep, they were going to trade those first round picks, but Cal panicked and he traded those first round picks to get
Trey.
What's his name? Trey Lance. So they traded up to get him.
And Kyle might have got overruled. I get the feeling Kyle gets overruled on a number of occasions in Santa Clara. That's another story. But Josh, what do you have to say that you'd like to address the chat and everybody else about the situation coming up here Sunday?
So I would like to say this, man. You know, you guys, you beat the hell out of us pretty bad the last time, man. We spotted you 14 points. The last game we played, man, in the first quarter, that was pretty bad. A pick six and another pick, and you damn near scored on that one. You barely had the cap, you know. A step in the end zone with one toe, so we pretty much gave you 14 points the last time. So it's going to be a different game because I'm going to tell you, man.
That's how you know.
Von Miller's been playing pocket, man. He showed a little glimpse of what he's going to be doing in the playoffs. So he's been going half speed. If you watch him, he's been going half speed. So we haven't been playing fully hard until we need to. So we'll see this game. All them chains and stuff y'all be wearing, you know, after the, you know, in the press conference after the game, man, you're gonna have to tuck them after this game. Debo and Trent Williams and they look, but man, after the game, man, I like that though, man.
I think I see the Z's.
I'm gonna tell you, man, it's gonna be a different game this time. Debo's gonna get his, Killer's gonna get his, but it's gonna be a dogfight, man. I'm gonna tell you that, man.
I believe
you punches in the mouth the first time.
Yeah, and the second
time. That woke us up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. Y'all beat us every time, but we make the playoffs and y'all go home and eat popcorn. So I guess that'll be.
Come on, Josh. Difference. You know, hey, you know what though? This is a situation where it's like it is serious, and you're right. I do expect the Rams to come out guns blazing. Because I don't know if you got surprised last time we played you and what, because you really did. Josh, the team looked like booty, and you know it. So, you know, I don't know if is Stafford going to be able to change this game. From what I just heard, he's not feeling well either, though.
And you know, Matt, and you know, McVay in the back of his mind can say, well, damn, you know, they beat our ass all these other times. We can send the boys home packing.
Fire his people up.
This game. They can go home packing this game. We can win by 1 point. We can win by a field goal. It don't damn matter as long as the Niners go home. Because either way it goes, if we lose and Arizona wins, they move to the number 2 seed, and you got to play a divisional opponent, and you go home first round. And we get the Bucs, we win. We play the Cowboys or the Packers, and we might beat them, go to the Super Bowl. So either way it go, man, you beat us this game, we drop, you lose the first round. So it's a win-win for the Rams, man.
You feel better now?
I wasn't gonna talk junk Ronbo, man, but the guys in the chat, this ain't against you, Ronbo. It's all the guys in the chat where they've been talking greasy, man. Donald ain't nothing.
Josh,
I'm like, man, these guys are crazy, man.
Josh, you're not marketing pro, are you? What do you go by in the chat?
Josh.
Okay.
It might be Josh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I just want because marketing pro's been running around here trolling and running smack.
I see he trolls a lot.
Yeah, from the beginning of the season.
He trolls y'all a whole lot.
All the time.
He's a one-man army in there, man. It's some other Rams fans in the chat now, but they come in and out. But marketing pro, he stays on it all the whole time. Every time you guys on, he comes on.
Exactly, he's a resident now, you know? So, you know. Well, Josh, always
but,
fun to talk to you.
Last thing, man, I commend all the callers, man. The delusional callers that call in, man. We'll be calling. What time you coming on Sunday?
No, I'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, well
yeah, midweek. I got to wait for the press conference.
Sunday, whenever Sunday is, I'm going to call in on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to chop it up about the loss, man. All right?
Confident. All right. Josh.
Oh, I'm confident. All right, man.
I'll talk to you later. Night. Mr. Blockhart says, I said give Mitchell his carries, but I need a committee. No, I agree. Time the D out. Sermon is still hurt? Question mark. Yes. Why wonder too? And do short, quick passes. Kettle get involved. Yeah, get rid of the ball. Please just get rid of the ball. I don't want to challenge their defensive front. Just get rid of the damn ball. Hey, Steven.
What's up, Ronbo?
Steven, man, I'm just amused by Josh and he's not happy with the hospitality he is being shown on our chat.
No, why is he there? Why is he there?
But you know, he's better than Marketing Pro. Marketing Pro goes out of his way to antagonize. So you know, all holds are off on Marketing Pro. Josh is half cool though. Steven, but regarding our situation, we got our secondary people coming back, which I'm grateful for. Are you starting Ambry Thomas and Emmanuel Mosley, or what are you going to do?
Ooh, that's a tough question. Because Ambry Thomas, from the moment we've seen him play from when he was really bad to now, he's progressed phenomenally.
A lot.
Now, where's Diamador Lenore? Where's he at? Where's Demo?
I don't know. Nobody even talks about him anymore. I guess he's sitting over there. But, you know, he's not even in any sentences involving cornerbacks for these days. You notice that? I think...
Yeah.
I don't know.
All I hear is about Norman, Mosley, and Thomas. And I'm like, where's
Dante
Lenore?
Johnson even more.
Yeah, Dante Johnson, too. It's like how the hell did we draft Diamador Lenore, started off really well, and he's just sitting on the bench?
It's leg speed with him, Steven. You know, he's a dog. The guy's got everything he needs, but he gets beat. And that's a dangerous thing in the NFL. I'd like to see if he could put him in the slot, because he's like a Wolverine. The guy's like really tenacious. I'd like to see that. I don't know if they want to put him on the edge anymore or not, though. His size and lack of speed could hurt us. But I don't want to see him go because he's got such fight in him, you know?
He does. And that's really good, because we need that.
Yeah.
Now, I want to go ahead and go into this game. Man, I have a good feeling the 49ers are going to win. I have a pretty damn good feeling. Well, and I'll say this, because for one, Matthew Stafford, if you take out, if you take out Cooper Kupp, his, ace in a hole, you're up with OBJ. Every time you throw to OBJ, it never really goes and sticks. Because from what I see, he always somehow misses or just barely misses OBJ. I don't get it.
Hey, Steven, to be honest, I didn't even know. I was watching the Ravens game. I didn't even know OBJ was playing until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's how non of a threat he is. So if you watch Cooper Kupp and you kind of hold him in a cage, the Rams are pretty much done. They have nobody.
Yep.
It's Cooper Kupp, and then their defense. I'll be real with you. Von Miller, yeah, he's been playing at half speed, but that means nothing.
You think so? Hey, Steven, talk to that. Does it look to you like Von Miller's going to have speed? When Josh said that, I don't know. Does he have a half speed? I mean, how do you play carefully?
He probably had half speed when he was still with the Broncos, but that's about it.
That's why they let him go. Well, I see what you mean now. He's only going. That's the best he can do right now, and he looks a little beefy from what I saw in that game against the Ravens. He might have been slowed down by a little excessive weight.
Hey, he could be beefy as much as he wants, but he ain't getting past Trent Williams.
That's true. If Von's going to go around the other side, everybody can't line up on the right sides. I mean, so yeah.
I've seen every big body get tossed around by Trent Williams. That man is a brute. But no, Ronbo, I think we're going to win. I think everything's going to go good with us. You know, we're getting some of our secondary back, which is nice, which is what we needed.
Yep.
The whole situation with Jimmy G, yeah, I can agree with that. You know, there's a lot of hearsay and hear that, hear this, but really he's going to need surgery in the off season, and he's pretty much done. Because if you tear a ligament in your thumb and he can't even throw light passes, there's no point. He would just be a wasted body.
You can't even,
but I guess the skepticism of trying to throw it out.
Yeah.
You know, you want to throw your opponent off.
Yeah.
But besides that, Ronbo,
it's really silly. That's not going to work. Unless the coach is really an idiot, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Well, besides that, Ronbo, I'm probably miss a couple of days on the phone. Your boy ended up catching the vid.
Oh, but you seem to feel okay.
Yeah.
You sound like you feel okay. It's just
Honestly,
minor. You got vaxxed, didn't you?
Yes, but I have a splitting headache.
Yeah, I've heard about the symptoms. Everybody gets affected a little bit differently, but at least you're not in the hospital on a ventilator or anything. It'll pass. You'll get through it.
Oh, yeah. It just takes time. Just give me about 5 days and I'll bounce back.
There you go. Well, you do take care of yourself, and the 49ers are going to make you feel better this weekend. No matter what Josh says, the Rams are definitely not going to beat the 49ers, but like he does say also, it's a win-win situation for us. If you guys beat us, you guys get into the playoffs, and you'll be eliminated in the first round. For us, we just keep on going. See, this is the other thing, Steve. We got to listen to this rhetoric. Yeah, God. Anyway. All right, Steven.
All right.
Always great to hear from you. Rest, man. It'll heal up faster.
I will. You have a good night, all right? Be safe out there, buddy.
You too, fam. Later. Hey, Frank. Hey, Robert.
Hey, what's going on, Ronbo?
Man, we just sitting here talking Niners, man. As we went almost every week this year, we got something going on in Santa Clara. And now Jimmy G finally came up with his thumb, and it ain't going to work. And you know damn well Trey's going to have to play this weekend. Whether anybody likes it or not is irrelevant because he's got to start. He's the best thing we got going. And, the Rams, Stafford's all banged up, too, doing weird things, according to what Papa Drago just said. But the good thing, Robert, is I think the secondary is going to look better than it's looked all year this weekend. Mosley's back.
Hey, Amber getting torched at the beginning of the season and all those games. It paid off.
He's learning.
He's actually trustworthy. Yeah, he's trustworthy on this side. I'm actually not even all that worried. To be honest with you, like in my AI voice, the Rams. They steal the Rams. They steal the Rams. They are a finesse, pretty team. It looks good when they doing their thing, but when Tyson said, everybody got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. And they don't do well when they get punched.
Words that will ring in infamy. Yeah.
So let's remember that. That's not. And I want people to consider something. Jimmy G is the known. Jimmy G is the known that they've struggled with for
years.
5 years, 5 games in a row. They struggle with the known. They struggle knowing that Jimmy's not going to put the ball 30 yards down the field, not 25 yards down the field too often.
Yeah.
But the problem they have now is you can't bring your safeties downhill and compact the field. have to account for Trey Lance throwing the deep ball. So now you really have to play 11 on 11 football, and you have to cover the whole field.
But Robert,
they can't.
Robert, it doesn't matter. Jimmy's gonna beat him this weekend if he was healthy. Trey's gonna beat him. This is what we do when it comes to the Rams.
Trey's gonna beat him. Trey's gonna beat him. He's gonna beat him up. So I'm not worried about that. I thought about something as I've been listening. Everybody records are meant to be broken. The reason why we keep records is so that we know when one's broken. So there's going to be a rookie quarterback win a Super Bowl. It could actually happen this year, and it can be forced to happen.
I wish it would.
What if New England makes it to the Super Bowl and the 49ers make it to the Super Bowl?
I was thinking we had the only rookie in position to do that. I forgot the Patriots.
and this season, there's no real heavy favorite. Probably, Green Bay, they can be beat. The Chiefs, they can be beat. There's no, the 49ers, let's be honest, we can be beat, and we can beat anybody.
You went too far, didn't you? We cannot be beat.
Oh, yeah, hey, I had to be, somewhat. Come on. We don't sound too cocky, Ronbo.
But look at Josh. Josh is talking major smack. Yeah, y'all beat us, no big deal. We still going to the playoffs. Y'all win, you in the playoffs, and you're going to be going in the first round. What?
Hey, so look, Ronbo, when I went in to work tonight, I always have on some 49er apparel. I had on my 49er beanies, my 49er beanie, black and red today with 49er, with the logo stamped in the middle and the front, reversible with the cap I have on. And this guy, as I'm going to the crop, I see this man every day. We speak, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Woo, woo, woo. He leans out the door and say, y'all ready for this weekend? I said, what you talking about? He said, I don't think y'all ready for me this weekend. He said, your boy Kittle out. I said, Kittle out? Nah. He was like, wasn't Kittle out this last week? I was like, no, what you talking about? Kittle played. He said, excuse my French. Damn, that was all we really had to worry about. I looked at him and held up 5 fingers. I told him, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before I could get to 5, he had already turned around and walked back into the break room. He knew
you know what? I would have chased him down. Wait a minute, I'm not through talking. Listen, man. We got Debo on the team. There's a new fella you don't know about. His name is Ayuk. Listen, let me tell you something else, too.
I had to clock in. I clocked in, Ronbo, and I swear, I clocked in and I went straight back to the break room. I peeked in the break room. He was gone. I hadn't seen him no more tonight. I had some more for him, Ronbo. I'm not done with you yet, you lamb.
Robert, you're SoCal then, huh? Are you running the Rams all the time?
No. He quiet. He called me by myself and he wanted to talk to me because my warehouse is full of the empire. Like
good.
Most places you work or places you go, facilities, you find a lot of Cowboy fans and things like that. And whatever team won the Super Bowl.
America's team. Cowboys ain't won no Super Bowl.
No, I'm just saying, whatever, you know how it goes. Whatever team wins the Super Bowl, you find out, hey, you're a fan of them? I've been knowing you 3 years. I ain't never seen you root for a team. They got on new custom gear and stuff,
Of course. Because those are just now fans,
Right.
We got to roll, though, because I came in too late tonight. But listen, let me see you tomorrow. Be a little early.
I understand.
All right.
All right. Y'all chill out, man. Faithful then, faithful now.
There you go. Yeah, that'll never change. Robert, have a great night, fam.
You have a good one.
Thanks, fam. Hey, Donut. You gotta love the name. Donut. I like that.
Ronbo.
Yes, Donut. What's up?
Ronbo. What's going on, my man?
We're sitting up here chewing the fat, because the ongoing soap opera in Santa Clara, you got to get to hear a whole lot of things going into a Rams game. It's like when you play the Rams, when you play the Cowboys, when you play the Hawks, there's always going to be a lot of bravado, So, here we go now. And like Josh said, which is really annoying, but it is a fact, we need to win this game in order to get into the the playoffs. But like Josh also says, y'all get to play. Y'all beat us. Ain't no big thing. Y'all get in the playoffs and get your butt whooped in the first round. Meanwhile, the Rams, they just going into the playoffs and see how far they can go. But Robert, you and I mean, but don't you and I both know the Rams have no capability beyond this Sunday.
You know how I'm gonna do, Ronbo. You know, I'm gonna save the way down. I already got my way down jungle deep song ready for the Rams coming this Sunday, baby. But I'm gonna take my time right now.
Yes.
And I'm gonna speak on that man, Josh. You know, I'm gonna speak on that man, Josh. First of all, what you doing here, player? Second of all, my outcome of the game is gonna be just like the '70s term, same old soup, just warmed over. Okay. And I also like to say to you, Josh, that I was glad that we didn't get Stafford from the beginning. I prayed and hoped we didn't get Stafford. You know what I'm saying? Because he did good with Megatron. You know understand me? But there's other avenues that I will discuss later. And as far as Von Miller's concerned, my man, Josh, you want to say something about Von Miller player? You want to talk about Von Miller? It's going to be the same thing. He's going to get ran over. And you know what I call that, Ronbo?
Yes.
I call that driving down Route 71, baby. Because if you on that side with Trent Williams, oh, my God. We're going to run over you like you stole something, brother. Bam. So, Josh, you need to stay up off of it. And my prediction is going to come true, just like a many faithful always say. My queen over here said, whoop, whoop. Say it one more time. Whoop, whoop. Because that's what's because, you know, I got the song way down jungle deep, but I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it in the '70s term, Dolomite style. And I hope you're going to be listening, Josh, baby, because I don't want no hard feelings. I don't want no other things, as I always sang it. I just want nothing but positivity, '70s stuff. Happy New Year's to you, Ronbo.
I tell you, don't miss a day. I love when you come in, man. Holler to the sweetie. And I'm telling you what, I'll be back tomorrow, Donut, looking for you, all right? It'll be a lot earlier than today.
Tomorrow, yes. Oh, yeah, I will be back tomorrow. And, yes, Josh, I look forward to hearing from you too, player. It's on this Sunday, my man. To the faithful, love y'all. Niners, let's go. And Elijah Mitchell, please get your legs ready and go get ready, baby, because you're about to run down Route 71, baby.
Yes.
Let's do this. Niners all day, baby.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Yes.
See you, Ronbo. See you tomorrow, baby.
Night, fam. Y'all have a great night. Oh, God, I love it. And bring him in here. Forget about it. It's Niner Mike.
Oh, there he goes. What's going on, Ronbo? Forget about it. How the hell are you tonight over there?
I'm doing fabulous, man. That's why I love it. Mike, that's why I like to open up this thing and let people, let's come in and talk. I feel so much energized and better after we talk. Even Josh, with all that BS he was pouring out, it makes no difference. We got counter moves on him. We got Donut and others.
That's right. Forget about it, Ronbo. Forget about it. Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to all the faithfuls out there. I hope everyone's doing good. You know, Ronbo, listen, I'm not gonna sit here. I don't want to be all cocky or anything. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and say that.
No, we got a challenge coming up. It's true.
Or anything like that. Yeah. You know, Ronbo, because it is a divisional game, and we have close games against the friggin' Lambs. But you know, the fact that any one of them little jerk offs would come in here running their friggin' mouth after the fact that they haven't beat us in almost, 3 seasons already or something like that, forget about it, all right? Shut the fuck up over there. Oh, no one wants to hear you talking it over there. You're making no sense. You're running your lips for no reason. No one cares. No one
like it goes
cares
back 6 years.
Talking about.
They had one season.
And you know, look, it is what it is. And not for nothing, the other thing I wanted to mention, you know, that we got going for us, Ronbo, is this, all right? Everyone's seen the big send-off that the Steelers had for Ben Roethlisberger, all right? It's going to be pretty much the same type of game scenario for Matt Ryan there in Atlanta. You know what I mean? It's pretty much going to be his send-off, his last game. You know, and I think they're going to try to get a win for him. You know what I mean? Try to send him out of there with a win. You know what I mean, Ronbo? Honestly. Yeah. And I think there's a good chance of that happening regardless. But no matter what, we're still going to take our big old red and gold boots and just put it right there on the neck of the friggin' lambs and smack them upside the head. Because let me tell you right now, I can't wait. And if Ambry Thomas, I swear to God, Ronbo, if Ambry Thomas gets his first interception, all right, from Matthew Stafford, I'm going to donate some tickets to the playoff game to somebody on the show. All right, you heard it here first. All right, I'm going to let you know. We're going to do that. If Ambry Thomas gets his first interception this weekend from the new whack mat out there, you heard it here first. All right, we're going to get some donated tickets to somebody so they can go participate in the playoff game, wherever that may be. All right, so we're going to take care of that, Ronbo. All right. Now look, I'm just going to say it like this, Ronbo. All right. All I know is we got to win this game, point blank, period. I don't give a shit what the Lambs got in mind. They think they're going to get a shirt and a hat and all that other jerk-off shit. None of that, all right? It doesn't matter what they think is going to happen. We got to go. We got to get a win regardless, all right? And that's all that friggin' matters. So I expect to see us. Now, the only thing that I am concerned about, and I mean the only freaking thing that I'm concerned about, is the COVID deal. You know what I mean, Ron? But we can't catch a freaking break. You know, as soon as we start getting some guys back in the secondary, half of the freaking secondary goes on the COVID list. Thankfully, everyone's vaccinated, so they just need a couple of good, clean tests here in the next 5 days, and they could be able to be back on the field. So we'll hope and pray for that. You know what I mean? But that's it. That's all I'm worried about is COVID. Other than that, you little lamb broads, we're going to have lamb chops on Sunday just for dinner on top of what's already going to happen for the 49ers. All right? That's what I can tell you, so, Ronbo.
And Mike, I love that you brought up the shirt and caps thing. I hope they bring those shirt and caps and set those boxes out on the field. Because that's what happened a few years ago, and you start celebrating and sticking in the other team's face, you fire them up. I'd love to see the 49ers. I look at something, what's that? And that's they plan on celebrating a division win. Oh, yeah? Well,
absolutely, they're going to be. They're going to be some good. They're going to be some good donation material. All right, for some people that really need it. We're gonna use them somewhere. Some will get donated for toilet paper and whatnot. But don't you worry.
World.
We're going to find a good place for all that. All right.
To help children keep warm out in those countries where they don't have any clothes. Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We gotta look out for them. All the little hoodies and all that. We're gonna donate all of them.
Mike, always fun. I tell you, Mike, I'll be back tomorrow looking for you, too.
Definitely, Ronbo, definitely. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the faithful out there. And, we'll talk up with you later. I'm sure we'll speak again before the game, Ronbo. All right, you be safe.
Mike, I'll be back tomorrow looking for you.
Forget about it. All right, I'll talk up with you later.
All right, fam. Have a great night.
All right, Ronbo.
Night, Mike. Speaking of which, we made jokes about this. Who has supplied the most countries, third world nations that are underprivileged, with the most sports paraphernalia to help keep the children warm? Remember the Hawks attempted to go to how many Super Bowls and win? Hey, Brian O'Brien.
The law says know your role and shut your mouth. What's up, Ronbo?
Brian, man, I'm ecstatic about the fact that Mosey comes back this weekend. I don't have to worry about Josh Norman out there sprinting behind dudes that's already got a lead of at least a meter on him. And I'm telling you right now, Ambry Thomas is made a believer out of me, so I'm looking forward to that build-up. And, I believe Trey has built up enough confidence last week because he looked a little shaky in the first half, and then he got relaxed and comfortable. That boy started zeroing in. He's only got a couple adjustments to make, and I believe the Rams can get another butt whooping.
Absolutely. It's like I've been saying, Ronbo. I've been telling some of my coworkers today, Ronbo. Hey, it's in our hands right now. We just got to go out and win. Period.
Execute.
If we win, we take care of everything else. Take care of. Ain't nothing the Saints can do. None of that. But we just go out and win and execute.
Determine our own fate.
Yeah, and I figured 9 times out of 10, Trey we're probably going to have to play again. I know they want Jimmy G to play, but there's no sense in if he's not 100%. Don't put him in there. Don't put him in that situation. If he can't do simple things like grip the football and throw it effectively.
He's a quarterback. There's nothing he can do.
Right. This is not the right time. This is win you win, lose you go home. This is not the time to be gambling or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So taking a gamble like that, especially on him, being that we don't want to mess him up and he can't play for nobody else. And then we can't get nothing for him.
Yeah.
So
a lot at stake. And and it'd be wrong to get him hurt now at this point. We've had him all these years, and he's had some great moments. He's had some bad moments. But overall, and people have been talking about the 49ers for the last 5 seasons, right? So you don't want to treat him bad. He's meant something to us.
Yeah. And Ronbo, and although we've had our share of injuries, whatever like that, now the last two, I don't care what, I don't, from me watching NFL Network and stuff like that, the one constant thing that they do say about the 49ers, they say they are the most dangerous team, that they're probably one of the most dangerous teams you'll face, like coming to the playoffs. They're one of the most dangerous teams. Nobody don't want to play the 49ers.
Because, Brian, have you noticed how that defense has evolved over the season? Well, that defense is looking good. Even though you're playing Band-Aid out in the secondary, they're still getting work done. Ain't nobody scoring no mountain of points every week.
Yeah, I didn't know that. We was a top. There's a top 5. We have a top 5. We have a top 5 ranked defense.
Again, I didn't know that's that. Oh, see,
I think I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it on Total Access today on NFL Network. I think the defense ranked like 4th, but then 4th in points allowed per game.
I've heard people say getting after it like the 49ers, or they'll say about another team, they're almost as efficient. You hear the 49ers name coming up all the time, especially when talking about defenses, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
Getting respect.
But, yeah. Also, Ronbo, shout out to Patrick Willis and I think it was John Taylor for making the Niners Hall of Fame. You got the red jackets.
Also, Bryant Young's in. Bryant Young's already been in for a while though, right? Bryant Young got in earlier this season.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now we need to. Hopefully we can get them the other. Now you got to get the other. Hopefully they can get the other
into the Hall. Because whenever Brian, you look into the Hall of Fame, the Steelers, every other player is an ex-Steeler, and there's some Cowboys in there.
Yeah.
We got a number of people in there. I want to keep the Steelers. They look like they got a whole generation Hall of Famers. I mean, you know what? We got some players, and Roger Craig needs to be in there. Come on. There's no reason he shouldn't be in there.
Ronbo did not say that. Ronbo did not say that. I'm thinking it'll be a travesty. I'm gonna be very upset if Roger Craig leave up out of here, leave out of his world,
and he didn't find out.
That'll be travesty.
They're gonna clown. You watch. Frank Gore's gonna get clowned for years. They tried not to get T.O. in. They did their best until T.O. went crazy on him, and he won't even visit the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we got to go through all that?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ronbo, and to change the script for a minute, we're gonna have. I'm putting, as of right now, I am verbally putting the initials AB on the altar because that's what's gonna happen right now. Not another team. If another team pick him up after what he's shown the other 4 teams, then there's nothing wrong with him. There's something wrong with the other teams. It's something wrong with us. It's us. It's not him. It ain't him. He's showing you what you're gonna deal with.
Well, that's true.
It's us.
And bad thing about Brian, it's a subject for another time because we got to go. But you know what? AB could have been in the Hall of Fame. He ain't going now. Ain't no way in hell that they're gonna vote him in.
Right.
And that boy had all the talent in the world. One of the greatest wide receivers in football history. But he's lost his mind. Tell you what,
exactly.
we got to go, fam. Brian, let me let the law out, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna see tomorrow too.
All right, Ronbo. Once again, as always, shout out to you. Shout out to production. Shout out to the 49er faithful. Red and gold till I'm dead and cold, and the law is out.
Love it. Night, fam. There he goes,
right.
pistol packing, and
right.
got the cell keys with him. Hey, Casey.
Yo, what's shaking, Ronbo?
Casey, us, because we want into the playoffs, and we've got to wait for these moments and days like we did last week to get into this game, get out, and at the end of the game, it's going to determine how we're going to feel for the rest of the season. Because if the Saints should happen to win, Casey, I'm not even going to repeat that possibility, okay? But Casey, I do like the fact that we got some secondary help coming back, and it looks like Trey Lance, who got some valuable experience last week, they'll turn it up a notch on him this week as far as the pressure goes, because the Texans are not as vicious as the Rams. So, it's going to be fun to watch what unfolds Sunday. Casey, your feeling on this matter? By the way, Robbie Gould is going to play. I know you don't like that, but yeah.
I just don't like that they get into no man's land at the 40-yard line, or anyone.
In 4th and 1.
So if the Saints win, does that eliminate the Niners?
No, provided we win. If the Saints win and we lose, that combination, I think that takes us out.
I mean, because I heard their chances were 65% today, and Ronbo, I'm a poker player.
Is it down to 65%? See, that's why I don't look at those numbers. That's
65% means that 35% of the time the 49ers lose and don't make the playoffs. And 35% is a lot of the time.
And when you think about it, Casey, it is possible because it's not a given that we're going to beat the Rams because they might play a good game for a change. And then the Saints are really difficult defensively. And even if a team scores 6 points, they've done well against the Saints.
I think this is a team that at the end of the day is 9-7.
Well, it had to be. You mean 9-8 because there's 17 games. You either have a winning record or a losing record now. You can't have. You're talking about a 16-game schedule. We're playing 17 now, so they can only be 8 and 9. Do we want 9 games? Yeah, 9 and 10. No, 9 and 8. No, you're right.
I mean, we gotta be realistic, man. Playing against the Rams. In LA. I mean, the Niners are.
They're gonna be fighting hard.
They've made their bed. The tough part here is that I really actually don't know what to think after watching these highlights from the Texans game because Trey really played his ass off.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of third downs where Trey really came through and made plays that really only Trey can make on our roster. And I mean, I think he's pretty clearly the better player, and I would be very disappointed if Kyle doesn't start Trey next week. But
he has to. I mean, Jimmy can't. With a bad thumb on your throwing hand, I don't know how you're going to play like that. So I can't imagine him playing. So it's most likely going to be Trey.
And if they've already announced that he's going to get surgery after the season, I think they should just start. I mean, it's just the problem is that starting Trey, who's 21 years old and having his second game at week 17 or whatever.
That's worrisome. Yeah.
We have to be realistic and we have to respect the growth of his career and everything. And Kyle's got to put him in, better positions to stay healthy. But
you know what?
Casey, Kyle's got him going for fourth and 1 against the Texans at home in the first quarter and stuff. It's just Kyle.
I couldn't believe they didn't make it. But the Rams is another story. They're a little more polished. than the Texans.
Yeah,
What am I saying? A little
saying.
more. They're a lot more polished than the Texans, and they
know.
got more vicious personnel. So this week, Trey has got to get rid of the ball. Don't challenge him. Don't challenge him. Don't run on him.
No, but I mean,
unless Elijah Mitchell does or somebody like that. But otherwise, just get rid of that ball and get rid of it quick.
It's more of just like Kyle's overall game management is like he just he's so like just bad. Like he really is. I mean, these fourth down, like he's going for fourth in the first quarter, like all the time now, and it's like
he admitted that he didn't know how to call the game with Trey. But you know what, Kyle?
And he's always like, I didn't see the play and stuff. And like,
I know when he says that. That way he gets out of trying to explain any further. That's pretty brilliant on his part.
It was like, come on, Kyle, what are you doing? Like,
Well, what did you see, Kyle? I was a reporter who said, well, Kyle, can you tell us anything that you did see from that play? I love it. God,
you know what he reminds me of, Ronbo, is that Simpsons character, Johnny Tightlips.
Or your average guy that always has the ability to keep a straight face and lie. And you wonder. And that kind of guy can make you wonder if he's serious. Is he telling me the truth? Because I can't tell by looking at him.
What?
Casey, you know about poker faces.
That's what I really like about Trey, Ronbo, is that I feel like this kid is just. I honestly, Ronbo, I love Trey, man. I can't wait to watch the next 5 years of Trey, man. Like, I think he's
ready,
like, I think he's a film junkie. I think he's humble. I think he's genuine in every conversation that gets thrown at him and stuff, man. I can't wait to watch Trey, man. I love Trey, Ronbo.
Look at you. Don't get emotional on me. We got to go, Casey.
No, for real, Ronbo.
We got to go, Casey. Tell you what.
I'm just over here with my over-the-counter medication, Ronbo. It might be fantasy, man, but this kid's the future, Ronbo. I'm saying, man. I'll put that on.
All right, Casey. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, God. I kind of broke down on me. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Ronbo.
Tony. Hey, Tony. I was talking to Steve about you a little while ago. He's out in your neighborhood. And
how you going, brother? What's happening?
Hey, we're sitting here going over the. We do this. You can tell we're as a fan base we're kind of nervous because we're in here excessive clowning and everything else because everybody else is scared to crap. You know this about this game. We don't want a situation that we have to. If we win, our fate is in our own hands. But if we lose, our fate immediately shifts to that of the Falcons, and nobody wants to be bothered with depending on anybody else, right? But we do have help coming in from the secondary, it looks like. And Trey's got 1 week of polish. Hopefully that'll be enough to carry him through the weekend. So, But Tony, your feeling on all these matters?
Well, as the dude says in the movie The Highlander, the quickening has arrived. And
yes.
We've got to start chopping heads off from now on to the end. Right. But I think, Shanahan, I think we've got to just run the ball. Like you said last time, if you run it 40-plus times, you'll normally win the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trey's got the arsenal. He can do it. Von Miller, and I put George Kittle on the same side as Von Miller so he can pancake him again.
Oh, God, I'd love to see that again.
But the thing I don't want is I want Kyle to play this one smart, and I don't want him to run the shit out of bloody Deebo Samuels, and and then he runs him to the point where he gets injured, and then we go with Deebo injured into the playoffs. I don't want anything like that. Like if we've got to lead, just rotate the boys, keep them fresh, look after them. And just play a nice, hard game like we always do against the Rams and just whoop their ass.
Mm-hmm. And Tony, the thing is, you could shift you can rotate those running backs. You don't have to run out Elijah Mitchell to death either. Kyle gets on that, and I think, Kyle, you need to rest that kid for at least a couple of series. And he doesn't have to get cold and tight, but let him breathe, man.
No, just enough so he when he comes back on, he's got fresh legs. He's got his breath back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just in case we pull out a really nice play and he misses the ball by half a yard. You know what I mean? Whereas if you had that rest, he would have made it.
Yeah. Running him 25 times a game, Kyle. You got Jeffrey Wilson Jr. over there. He's in great shape. You could let Trey Sermon have a couple of runs. You never know what you got with him. You don't use him. That's Jermichael Hasty. Let him go out for passes. Mix it up, Kyle. Mix it up.
Jeff, you've got Jeff Wilson Jr. there. He's no slouch.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, well, I'll tell you what. Here's something to ponder, Ronbo. I was thinking about it, and I thought, I wonder if I should say it or not. We'll find out if Trey Lance was the man that Kyle wanted. If Aaron Rodgers leaves Green Bay next year and the 49ers sign him and he tells Trey to sit down for another year, can you imagine that?
Yeah, because that would mean Jed York has probably had a conversation with management and said, "Listen, guys, whatever it takes. I'm really tired of getting there, and then just coming flat." Now, Aaron Rodgers is wanting out, and he wants to come back to San Francisco. I think we ought to make that deal. And the Packers would take Trey Lance in a trade in a heartbeat, right? And maybe some other stuff. Tony, honestly, I wonder if Kyle, by what he just said, I don't really know how to call a game for Trey. So, Kyle, if you cared about him, you wouldn't be saying that, would you?
Well, while they were trading up to get Trey, they were also having conversations to see if Aaron Rodgers was available, remember?
Yeah.
At the same time.
They're going to do it this year, Tony. They're always looking around every offseason. If Tom Brady's not happy in Tampa Bay, they'll talk to him. I mean, the 49ers do this every year. They're talking to everybody. Cracks me up.
Well, you know their philosophy. We try and get better at every position. Doesn't matter what.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't trade Trey. I'd keep him, but if they signed Rodgers, but he'd probably just have to sit it out for one more year.
The 49ers in that off-season shopping has always baffled me. I said, what are you guys doing? And what does that message send back to your locker room? I don't understand. There's other places and positions we need to bolster. Why are you guys always looking at quarterbacks when your cornerback room looks like something the high school team might be able to beat up on if it wasn't for, So do something about that. That's priority one right now. And even the offensive line was a priority. We're out there looking at Matt Stafford. And Matt Stafford, Tony, what do you think about Matt Stafford real quick?
There's some good things about him. There's some bad things about him. I mean, you take the bloke at face value. I mean, it also depends on who's coaching him up too, doesn't it?
Yeah. So,
I mean, a player can go from one team where he was mediocre, average, and then he gets a really good coach. It doesn't matter what position we're talking about. And then he comes to a team with some really good coaching staff and he turns into a superstar. I mean, the 49ers have demonstrated. The 49ers have demonstrated that, they can do that with players all the time.
Yeah. Well, Tony, we're going to go.
And I don't understand one more thing, that why he hesitates with Trey. I mean, we heard that guy was a very bright kid. So just play the game you want to play, Kyle.
That's another conversation we're going to have another day, Tony, but we're going to go now. I'm going to tell you what, I'll be back tomorrow, though, and let's continue.
All right, brother.
All right,
Thank
Tony.
you very much. Shout out
you.
everyone, and see you in the next chapter.
Thank you, Tony. Have a great day, too.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
And Shardall. Hey, Shardall, come on in.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Shardall, same old, except for the Rams finally coming up again. And we're all looking forward to that, along with the fact that we got some injured players coming back, including Dre Greenlaw and Emmanuel Mosley. So we should be a little more ready to play this team, and also because we got to win this game. And also Trey Lance versus Jimmy Garoppolo. Kyle's still trying to tell us that Jimmy's going to possibly play, but we don't know why. Shauna, what are your feelings on these things?
I'm really excited for the kid. Trey Lance is a really amazing player. He's really great on his feet, man. He can make throws that most quarterbacks can't, which is what makes him so great. Because he can throw a pass on the field with accuracy. And he never. I mean, he does make mistakes sometimes. He's a rookie. I mean,
Every
you're not
quarterback
gonna.
does. Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna make mistakes once in a while, right? He's a rookie.
Sure.
So
even after he becomes a polished pro, quarterbacks just aren't perfect all day. But if the majority of the time they are, you're doing well.
But for me, I think that if we don't make mistakes against the Rams, we don't make crucial mistakes and fumble up the ball, we're probably gonna get the victory. But if we make mistakes, there's not going to be a chance we're going to win against the Rams.
Yeah. So protecting the ball is priority 1. Priority 2 is to keep the Rams offense sitting down on the bench. Like the Ravens almost beat them by doing that strategy, except they just choked at the last few minutes. So, yeah.
And then the other thing that I was saying is that you got to make the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, you got to make him feel nervous. Because if you make that guy nervous, he's going to start making mistakes, and we're going to get an advantage over the Rams. Because, I mean, you gotta. I mean, do you agree that if we pressure Stafford, he's gonna feel like out of place. He's gonna be out of whack, and we're gonna put him in a tough spot. Put
absolutely.
Matthew
This is the every quarterback except for maybe Rodgers. I would say Brady, but Brady showed that he can't handle pressure a couple of weeks ago. Quarterbacks are going to struggle and suffer if they're under siege on every snap. That's just the way it is. It's just normal. And that's what the defense's prerogative is to make that quarterback uncomfortable so your secondary can shut him down from behind.
But for me, a tip that I tell everybody is that people are saying, like, what's going to happen with the playoffs? People are saying that, don't get ahead of yourself here. People are getting ahead of themselves talking about playoffs. Like we're going to get in the playoffs. Got to talk about the postseason first before we talk about the playoffs. You got to take it a game at a time. You got to take it one at a time. Can't be talking about the Super Bowl right now because that's in February. That's a year away right now. You can't be talking.
You can dream. It's okay to dream. It's just fun to talk about. Not necessarily anybody firmly believe we're going to the Super Bowl, but and once you get the playoffs, strange things can happen, Chardol.
But the problem with me is that people start getting they start jumping the gun. I said, like, don't jump the gun. Like, take it, like you're jumping the gun here.
Well, there's no stopping that. That's going to continue. Because if we beat the Rams, I tell you something, Chardol. If we beat the Rams and it looks like it was really a beating, why not believe you got a chance? Because the fact of the matter is the Rams were supposed to be picked to go to the Super Bowl and win it.
So yeah, I think that let's play when we play the Rams. We don't have to get nervous. Like, let's not get scared. Whichever opponent the Niners face, they always face with even if there's adversity, like it's gonna be difficult to place a team like that. I've seen the 49ers come out with, like, they always come out fire every time, and I never see them getting nervous. They never get nerve-wracked. I mean, they try and play their hardest, play a clean game of football every single time. So I really like that about the Niners, because Niners are one team that anytime they come out, they always come out with they fight to the end.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Their style is really physical. So, teams like the Rams don't like that kind of play. The Rams are a finesse team. So when a finesse team meets a bunch of butchers, it can get a little rough for them. So,
Because it doesn't matter what the situation is. They always, no matter what, if the team is having a better record than them, they don't give up. They keep fighting. That's what makes the Niners such a great football team. They never give up. They keep fighting and fighting till the end.
Yeah.
They keep, even if they're losing by 1 touchdown or 2 touchdowns, they still fight.
There you go. Well, Sean, we got to go. I'm going to tell you what, I'll be seeing you tomorrow if you got time for us. We'll be back tomorrow a little earlier than today too, okay? So you just have a great night. Good to hear from you again.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. We'll talk a little more football tomorrow.
All right, Charles. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay. See ya.
See ya. Hey,
See ya.
Jay. J. And let's go to the next one. Oh, Jay's there now.
Yo, oh yeah, Rumble.
Hey, what's up, fam?
What's up, Rumble? This game is gonna be a dogfight, Rumble, because
I know, right?
the Rams are gonna, they're
fighting
for, sitting
to win the division.
Pretty sure. Yeah. And we, our team, our locker room knows that if we lose this game, we're not gonna go to the playoffs. And
well, maybe.
I mean, maybe if the
Falcons can beat the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that, but wait, did you say Matt Ryan is retiring? You said or no?
No, somebody said Tony was saying that he was thinking that the Falcons would fight their ass. Was that Tony who said that? I forgot who said it. But somebody said that Matt Ryan. There hasn't been any announcement that Matt Ryan's retiring.
Okay, well, our team controls their destiny, Ronbo.
That's
and
right.
They know that. They know that. So, earlier in the season, when we were losing to Seattle, that's on the team. So we can't blame that on a rookie quarterback that's starting in his third career start. We can't blame it on him. We got to blame our team, because we shot ourselves in the foot the whole, those games.
I always do. It's like when we spotlight one particular player for a loss, and that Cardinals second loss. The Cardinals are out there running over people in the defense and everything else. I mean, that's about more than one player, right? So, it's usually 9 out of 10 times it is a team loss. And when we win, it's a 9 out of 10 times it's a team win, too.
Yeah.
Football's not played with one person.
In that second Cardinals game, Jimmy actually played pretty well, but, BA fumbled and George Kittle, I think, too, right?
And then they start stepping on the face. Jay, we're supposed to be a physical team. What happened to us that day? They out-muscled the Niners? When does that happen? Nobody beats us up like that. What's that guy, Cannon or whatever? What's that running back they got now from Pittsburgh?
Cannon.
He's just that running back that they got from the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Cardinals.
Who?
I forgot his name. But anyway, their latest tough guy, right? He's running over our guys and stepping in their face. That one cornerback, they cut him after that game because of that. It's embarrassment.
Yeah.
So,
I think his name is James O'Connor, something like that.
I think you're right. Yeah, something like that.
James O'Connor. Okay, well,
What, he went 150 yards on us that day? Come on. What? So,
Yeah. So our team knows that, everyone knows that. They keep on saying that we're in the playoffs. They keep on saying that. So
I know we got to stop doing that, don't we?
Yeah. And Kyle is, he said that he's learning how to use Trey. He doesn't know how to use him.
He's only got a few days to do it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad last week, but
it wasn't. But it is the Texans, and Trey. I mean, the Texans they won like 3 in a row or something. So
well, they won 2, and they beat the Chargers.
2.
They beat the Chargers. They beat the Jaguars and the Texans beat the Jaguars for sure, I know, and they beat the Chargers, right?
Yeah, and we held them to 7 points, and that's it. So
and they should have got
our
that.
defense is pretty good.
Could have been a shutout.
Yeah, and the thing I hate about our defense, Ronbo. Guess what?
What?
Secondary. Just guess. Nah.
Secondary.
It's the lack of turnovers, Ronbo. Like.
I know we don't do that anymore. I know.
Yeah, it sucks that. I would at least like to get like 2 turnovers a game or 3.
We did in 2019. We were like one of the best teams in the league for that, and all of a sudden we don't do that anymore.
We gotta learn how to, I don't know how to take turnovers, but we gotta learn in the off season.
Oh yeah, you gotta pick people off. Tackling technique. There's a lot of things that go into that.
The thing about Amber, he's been in, like he could have picked off like 3 times or something. I don't know.
At least, right? It's coming.
And he could have got a pick 6. Oh my God! Like
it's coming. Yeah, because he's fast.
Yeah,
nobody's gonna catch him.
Mm-hmm. He runs like a 4.3, I think. So.
Yeah. He's a return.
And Yeah. What's it called? The Rams. I don't know. This is gonna be a crazy game.
I know, but don't get all worn out about it. They're still going to be the Rams, and they still don't like roughhouse football. So I'm liking what the possibility is. They almost lost this game Sunday because of roughhouse football, but the Ravens just didn't have enough juice to muster up enough offense. But we got to go, Jay. I'll see you tomorrow if you got time. All right.
Yeah, Ronbo.
All right, Jay.
Okay. You have a good day.
You too, fam.
Bye.
And I see my dude out of the blue waters of Hawaii, where they put pineapple not only on pizza, they put it on their sandwiches. In fact, I understand that they also put pineapple on places that you probably won't want to hear about on the radio or on the air. He has Tony Nagatanis. I'm excited to see more Trey Lance throwing the ball downfield, which in turn opens up the game. Fingers crossed Nick Bosa has a big day Sunday. And Tony, Nick got shut out 2 weeks in a row 2 games in a row as far as the takedowns and the sack. I think Nick's probably thinking, because he's looking very humble up at the stand these days. Thanks, Tony, for that contribution. JC37771 says, we will win on Sunday. We own the Rams' ass, and they know it. The faithful travel well, and they will be loud and be heard inside of SoFi. Now, this I totally know. I fully agree, JC. Thanks. God. They're probably going to tell 49er fans running in there with the red and gold. Skizzy, let me see your ticket, please. Why? I just punched the ticket. I'm going in. I need to see that ticket. We're trying to find out. There's a lot of counterfeit tickets out here. We're trying to sort them out. Oh, you got one. Only for 49er fans. Watch. Hey, Jay out of DCJ.
Rambo!
Jay, drive on up in here, man. And we definitely want to hear from you. What's going on, man?
Same sorry as Rams.
They just don't understand, Jay. Some of them do. Josh did. He came in and admitted it. But most of them, like Marketing Pro and some of these other folks running around in the chat today, they were unauthorized. They know damn well the Rams can't whoop the 49ers. Jay, add some more to that.
Already. Sorry. Did you see Jalen Ramsey in the safety? He over there throwing punches at the safety because they secondary some shit. And that's what we scared of? Come on now.
Especially how they stack that team. That's what makes it more pleasurable. They're still soft, Jay.
Exactly.
They're still soft.
See, the problem is they got too many stars and not enough role players to do their damn job like we got. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And everybody always talk about Lynch and Shanahan. Look at our draft class from this year. It's panning out. We just got to be patient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like Ambry.
They coming around.
I didn't even know I liked Ambry. Yeah.
Hey, I tell what I tell you. What I tell you about him? I told you to be patient with him. He gonna get better. Oh yeah, he gonna tell. He gonna be a dog.
Yeah.
Now all he needs is time. He getting better and better.
Every week.
That's all he need. He got the coverage. He got the footwork. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing right there is the footwork and the coverage.
And reading
especially
plays,
playing
Jay,
DB.
and from playing that position, Ambry's always involved. He may not make the play, he may not make the pick, but his hands are going to be in there. He's going to be involved. If you catch the ball, you got to bust ass to get it from him. That's good.
Tell him he's a rookie. It's 8 years vets at corner and like Josh Norman all over the league.
They don't look like
burnt
him.
up, toasted, roasted. You know what I mean? And you just gotta be patient with him. Let him do his thing. Let him learn on the fly, and he good. Him and Mosley gonna start. And without two safeties, Ward and top back there, that secondary with K1, that secondary gonna be a lockdown. And then when we get Greenlaw and Alshier back for the playoffs, them 3 linebackers. Oh man. Come on, our defense gonna be shutting shit down.
I can't wait, man, because Ambry, I was the only person I was concerned with. He looks like, don't worry about Ambry. Ambry can handle.
Oh yeah. And Trey Lance, man. Man, how can you not like what you see out of the young man?
I do.
Come on now.
Yeah, boy.
He's 21 years old. Come on. He's 21.
I was only concerned about him throwing the ball so hard that the receivers couldn't handle it. He had it was nice touch and accuracy. He was hitting them right. You know, there's little passes,
Oh,
but you know
yeah.
what? Quarterbacks are not going to. People always think he ain't hitting it that accurate. Look, let me tell you one thing: a wide receiver is not out there to have the ball served to him on a silver platter. He's supposed to make the damn catches. All right, like George
Amen.
Kittle did when up and got that ball. That was pretty. You know, every time you see a wide
Amen.
receiver make a catch, don't feel sorry for him. That's his damn job. You know.
Hey, man, look how long Jimmy been in the league. He still ain't accurate like that.
You're never gonna. I don't see any. Every now and then, see Brady run through a string of great court passes, but him, Rodgers, all of them, receivers have to make adjustments to the ball. It's not gonna come right to you and hit you in the number. You know. So
That's it.
no
You make your
problem
quarterback better. You know what I mean? Just like Devontae Adams. You see, he make Aaron Rodgers because he open. You know, he killing niggas off the line of scrimmage to make it easy for Aaron Rodgers.
And Devontae
You know
stretched
what I mean?
out every now and then. Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing, let me end this myth now. We're not getting fucking Aaron Rodgers. He still got 1 year on his contract. He's not like Tom Brady when he take 20 years, 20 million a year. Aaron Rodgers take 30, 35, 40 million a year. Aaron Rodgers don't take no discounts from nobody. He's a diva. We don't.
And he's never
How
gonna
many
leave Green
Super Bowls
Bay.
Aaron Rodgers? How many Super Bowls has he won?
One.
And why would we trade a 21-year-old star in the making for a 38-year-old quarterback
Who's
who
thinking
ain't been to
retiring?
ain't even been to the Super Bowl in the last 11 years? But we keep talking about Aaron Rodgers. Why would y'all want that?
People
Get
are stuck
out of
on
here,
Aaron
man.
Rodgers. People stuck. Man, Jay, people have been stuck on Aaron Rodgers for how many years? I mean, we've been talking about Aaron Rodgers ever since he came out of Berkeley.
I never liked Aaron Rodgers.
People have.
I always loved it.
About him. You know?
I used to love that Aaron Rodgers look on the side of his face every time we beat his ass. Well, I mean, I ain't scared of none of these teams in the playoffs.
I hear you. Well, Jay, look at this. Because we was having so much fun, we got to go. Hey, Jay, I'm going to see you tomorrow
No,
if you got
no
some time.
problem.
Right.
No problem. I got you. And want me to tell you one last thing? Why Kyle don't know what to call for trade because his whole playbook open now. He's like, I don't know what to call for this man. I got my whole playbook. What should I call?
It's going to be interesting when he does, though, all that pre-snap stuff and all that stuff you got to go through. That's coming up next year. When that happens, I tell you, I like what we might have here. All right,
It's over. It's over. All right, Happy New Year to you and you and Production. Love y'all much.
We love you back, too.
Thank you. Already, have a blessed one.
You too, Jay.
Bang, bang, nine again. Quest for 6 trade area. Here we go, baby. Let's get it.
Right, Jay.
Have a blessed one.
You too.
Alrighty.
And I see albino lizard. Here goes that big rig back down the road. Albino Lizard says, you got that radio voice, my G. You got yourself a subscriber. Hey, Albino Lizard, thanks, fam. Appreciate you. Hey, here it comes. Let me get my red and gold in it. Trez, get your TNT discovering self in here. I got the red and gold ready.
Hold up. Wait a minute, Ronbo. Go on and put some red and gold up in it. And I do mean wait a minute, though.
Oh, I got so much to it. Let me get behind the back with that pass. Oh, God, glitter everywhere. Trez, come on in, man. I know you got a lot you want to get off your chest. What is up? And say hello to Josh, will you, please?
Ronbo.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, Josh, how you doing? But look here, Ronbo. What? I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start like this, Ronbo.
Okay.
When can we get our head football coach to grow up, man? When can we get Kyle Shanahan to grow up and stop the 3-ring circus board?
I know, right?
I mean, he can't, for the love of God, man, he cannot stop doing the dumb stuff, man. I mean, go in the press conference like a normal coach, tell everybody who your star is. Why you out here with the 3-ring circus, man? Why you out here talking about if Jimmy healthy, Jimmy can go? Jimmy
Wait, Trez. Don't forget to add this part. Don't forget to add. Don't forget to add this part. But I don't think he's going to be. I can't see him being 100% healthy. Well, why'd you say that then?
Wait, why you starting the circus, man? And then get pissed off when people start questioning him
going deeper and deeper and deeper into the question about Jimmy.
Wait. Let me do it. Let me do it, Trez. Well, I understand the question, but and you can tell Kyle was getting heated at that point.
Right. You get mad when you start the 3-ring circus. You started it. Now they give you the top hat to wear, you don't want to wear the hat now. Hey, come on, man. Come up here like a professional, like a head football coach should. Let everybody know who your starter is and move forward. Hey, not taking any more questions on who started. My starter is Trey Lance. We facing the Rams, blah, blah, blah. Injury report, like stop the 3-ring circus, man.
No,
really.
Kyle's always going to be cloaking down here. That's never going to stop.
I get so peeved with it, man. And then, too, the one thing you don't do, you got to.
I was going to ask you, did he do that when he was with the Falcons?
No. And then, you know what kills me? You know what kills me, Ronbo? Okay, you got a young quarterback, right? And you trying to, put your footprint, put a footprint with him, a thumbprint with him, you know what I'm saying, to get it going. You out here, Jimmy has thrown countless interceptions in the game. This young boy go down there and make a score, and you over there on the sideline fussing at him about something. And how long did it take him to fuss at Jimmy G? 3 years. Yeah. 3-4 years before he went over there and said something to this man on his plate on the field. Like, man, are you really? Are you serious? That's what I told you, Ron, but I was going to save it. I wasn't going to go in on Kyle Shanahan.
That's why I do wonder if everybody was talking about Mac Jones before the draft. I said, because I didn't know nothing about Mac Jones other than the fact what I saw in the national championship game. But I said, you know what? Everybody's down on Mac Jones. I don't know enough about him, but everybody knows about these other quarterbacks. And so Kyle Shanahan is rumored to want Mac Jones. And everybody went wild, right? I said, you know what, Trez? I think he did want Mac Jones.
Rumbo, Matt Jones would not have the year he's having up under Kyle Shanahan.
I bet
you know why?
Right.
Because Kyle Shanahan is egotistic. I mean, he's a narcissist. He's just straight up, Rumbo. It's his way or the highway. It's just point blank. That's what it is. And it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't know to cut a player loose and let that guy go be great.
Yeah.
He don't know.
Because you draft
he
him
don't
because
know
he
how
has
to do
skills.
that.
Yeah. Let him.
But Belichick does. Belichick does.
Bit. Yeah.
So like I said, you're seeing the best out of Matt Jones because he's in a great situation. He's over there with great coaches.
Or Josh
You ever
McDaniel,
notice this, Ronbo?
Yeah.
You ever notice when players leave the 49ers, they go and do good elsewhere?
Look at Kello.
Trez. Look at Kello.
Yes.
Look at Kello. And you know what? I knew it was gonna happen. Kello was my guy. I'm on record with a Kello. Everybody wanted him gone, and I said, "Why you go somewhere else and ball out?" You know why? Because we got some of the lamest coaches in the world. Let me tell you something, Rumbo. Outside of Bobby Turner, right? Outside of Bobby
Rest
Turner,
of them can be replaced.
Name me who else is good on this,
including
on this coaching staff.
I know. Well, Chris Kasort.
Good. Because D'Amico, he just started. We can't put him in that case. He just started. So,
well, you know what, Trez?
Like I'm saying,
I can't say good things about him because that defense is looking better than it should.
No. I'm talking about. I got you on Chris Kasort. But I'm saying, other than Bobby Turner, Rumbo, I mean, who's the secondary coach? I don't even know.
I don't either.
I don't even know.
I think it's been changing a lot the last couple of years. But
and look, Kello out here playing sound football, interceptions. Making plays, Rumbo. And I said this 100 times. What I said it last year. Our players are not being coached up properly. I said it 100 times over. They're not being coached up properly.
And I fully agree. Trez, we got to go, though. I'm going to tell you what, Trez, if you got time,
shout out to you, shout out to my TNT family, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just want Kyle Shanahan to stop the 3-ring circus, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, stop, bro. I mean, with the dumb stuff, man. Look, Jimmy made a business decision, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? Point blank period. It's time to turn the page. All right, Rumble, have a good
one. Fam, have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Night, Trez.
All right.
But yesterday I did say, after watching the Cleveland Browns coach And Tomlinson surprised me too. It's like I said, you guys got each one of you, Bradley Chubb, Najee. Y'all got both these quarterbacks got a couple of the best running backs in the NFL, and I'm looking at 45 and 50 throws, and already both the running backs are approaching 100 yards. What if you stop throwing the ball on every other play and run the ball? The score's close and run the ball. Oh, hey, Tony.
Ronbo, good evening.
Sorry, good evening, man. You're a favorite guy all the time, anyway. But we've taken you up another level this week, as you deal with that team that y'all love to whoop on anyway. Down in the Southern Conference, here come the Saints. Oh,
the Nolans Saints.
The only thing I like about Nolans is the gumbo.
Nolans Saints. Yep. Ronbo, I'm missed though, because they had to put like a 3-point spread. I got this book that I get in May, and it had us projected as -1 favorite. Ronbo, they got us as 4.5-point underdogs at home. I was shocked when I saw
you guys
that
are home?
Yeah, it's in Atlanta.
You know what that means? You know how the math goes, right? If they put you down as 4, that means that translates to 7 points. That's a whole touchdown. When did the Saints muster up that kind of offense? In the last few weeks?
With Taysom Hill, I don't think so. But Ronbo, we're going to be mad. We're going to be mad because we played our hearts out in Buffalo. We were talking about that in the chat today, how we're proud of our team. If we're 8-9, if we're 0-17, which we never have been, we're proud of our Falcons, and we stick with them. We were talking about that today.
Damn right.
But Ronbo, something else the NFL did that pissed me off. Our game was scheduled for 1 o'clock, which means you guys would have known you were in the playoffs right before kickoff for your game, right? They moved our game to 4:25. We play when y'all play.
You guys got flex. That's what I heard. I didn't know you got flex, though. I thought it was always scheduled that way. I said, you know what? Falcons and 49ers play at the same time. So we gotta watch that scoreboard while we're watching our own scoreboard. Well, I mean, 49er fans, this Sunday, you need to take some medication if you're a Niner fan, because you're gonna be sitting there thinking your nerves are gonna be killing you. Oh man, Falcons up. All right, all we gotta do is maintain. Oh, what happened? Well, we looked around, we had a fumble, and they picked it up. And the Rams ran it in. Oh man, you know how you go through all the roller coaster emotions, and by the time the game's over, you're tired as hell. That's what that's a result of.
Ronbo, like you said, you and the caller was talking about. I agree with y'all. Protect the football should be number one with y'all offense.
Yeah.
Running down the road, y'all offensive line with them 3 first-round picks on the left side and the center.
Yeah.
Run it down their throats because they don't like physical. Baltimore was physical with them. You know they won at the last minute Sunday. Baltimore was beating them the whole game.
They made it look easy too. I said, you know what? If the Ravens could just muster up a little more offense and stop making them goofy mistakes, you guys could run away with that game. And they wouldn't do it.
But Baltimore's defense was being physical with them. Calais Campbell that just came back from injury.
Boy,
I watched most of that game.
I watched all of it twice.
Yep. Ronbo, you know Stafford has thrown the most pick sixes of any active player except for who? Aaron Rodgers.
Can't be Aaron.
But he's up there. He's up there. He's thrown more than Matt Ryan. He's in the top 10 all time. I didn't know that.
I think he's thrown in the last 2 games. I think he's either thrown 5 or 6 picks. Not all those pick sixes, but Stafford will give it up. He'll throw that ball. That's why people say, gotta throw that ball downfield. Bullshit. Listen, when you throw that ball downfield, it better be calculated. It better be done right. Otherwise, they're going to stack the box. Let them stack the box. Run the ball. You know, especially when you got an offensive line.
Exactly.
Otherwise, they're going to sit back there, pin their ears back, and wait. He's definitely going to throw it. Get ready. And sure enough, Stafford throws it right into the teeth of the defense. And let's face it, OBJ is not going to bail him out. When he did well with OBJ in that game against the Ravens, it was a short, quick pass, right? I said, man, telling me to throw that bomb in that field. Fool around and get your butt kicked doing that. That's why I like Shanahan for that. Don't be just carelessly, recklessly throwing the ball deep. Yeah.
You do what you did to him last time. Only tweak a few things. Throw some more high percentage passes
and run the
and
ball.
Just be physical with him.
Take
and
Aaron Donald out of the game.
I would run right at Donald too. I would run right at Aaron Donald.
They
Double team him, run right at him. That'll piss him off.
And the funny thing about it is, Tony, Aaron Donald does not like Brunskill. I don't know how that is, but Aaron Donald does not sack Jimmy or anybody else all game long. You know, he may get one if he's lucky, but the rest of the time, 49ers are running right at him and running right past him. And that's why I say, that's the way you play the Rams. Don't change anything. Play them the same way.
Kyle Shanahan, you might disagree with me, Ronbo. He's got to take the gloves off a little bit with the kids. I love Trey Lance's arm, Ronbo. He's got a rocket farm.
Do it. But you know what? We need to get somebody who can bust. Yeah, but the thing is, not yet. He's learning. I need to get a deep threat this year. Guys, give me somebody who can get a step on the defense now. You get him somebody like Mahomes has got over there in Tyreek Hill. Now watch the fireworks. All Trey's got to do is let that big bad arm go, and that speed's just going to run under it. He's going to either get a PI or he's going to get a touchdown. But we don't have that yet. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful with that. Yeah. But we'll see.
Now, will Kyle Shanahan let the young man run if he has to? And you see how afraid he run if he has to.
If he could just slide, that's what we all ask. Trey, slide. You're gonna get hurt doing that. These are big bad dudes out there. Slide, Trey, please. Tony, we gotta go though. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna be looking for you tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow and see what Kyle's talking about. And you guys got some more information coming out of Atlanta too, so it should be a great day. All right, fam.
Yes, sir. It's our motto is, if we ain't going Nolan, y'all ain't going. Besides, they don't. Y'all do.
Great. Thanks, Tony. I'll talk to you later.
Good night to production, and good night to you, sir.
Thank you, Tony. Hey, Ellis.
Ron Bizzle.
Ellis. Come on in, man. We're
Ron Bizzle.
How you doing tonight?
Oh man, I'm alive. I feel good, family. How you doing?
There you go. You know that, and Ellis, at some point in probably the near future, with the way COVID keeps morphing into these bizarre things, I also read in China they had a couple of people that actually have COVID. There were no symptoms. What is this disease? That means it can sneak up on you like a mugger, and you keep sitting there sick as hell. And the doctor says, you've got COVID, but I've got no symptoms to even monitor or even look at. But you got to be careful. Oh! Okay, you know what? Let's not go there. It's too depressing. Ellis?
Yes, it sounds like somebody made that. Anyway, go ahead.
yeah. Let's talk about the 49ers. And we got people coming back in the secondary, which makes me feel real good. I just wish Azeez Al-Shar was coming back, but at least we got Dre coming back. And, everything's looking good. I think they got what's that running back they got in L.A.? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Mosley coming back?
Yes, that's why I'm delighted. Because if I can make Josh Norman and Dante stand back out the way, unless they're absolutely needed, I feel better already.
And is Jimmy still in the protocol? So we won't find out till what, Thursday, Friday?
Jimmy. Oh, Ward. Yeah. Yes.
Ward.
I don't know how many days. Don't they test him every couple of days?
We need Jimmy Ward this game, Ronbo.
Hell yes.
We need Jimmy Ward this game. I don't feel comfortable with having Hufanga.
Right. K1's in there too.
KK's out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's not a good thing, but if I had the choice between the two, I would much rather have Jimmy Ward than K1. Hopefully they'll both be back. Well, because we could use the both of them. In this game, they got some weapons on that team. They got that young kid, I forgot his name. Damn it.
Griffin? That wide receiver?
Well, they got
Higbee.
Skowronek.
I'm not sure.
They
about
got
this.
Higbee. They got Ben Skowronek. He's from Notre Dame. He's not bad. He's like a Cooper Kupp. Now I wouldn't say 2.0 because he hasn't got to his level yet, but he's one of the rookie receivers they got in the draft. He's not bad, and I think that's what they're trying to get him to be, like an extra guy. They got this other Jefferson. They got this Jefferson wide receiver, this young rookie.
I think I'm talking Jefferson.
Van Jefferson.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not bad either, man. And then they still got Odell, and so
Wait, Ellis, pause on that though, because Odell doesn't show up every now and then. You notice that? But he comes out and strikes like a cobra suddenly. But I didn't even know he's playing against the Ravens in that game. I said, oh, that's right. Where's he been all game long?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. He plays a little. He's been playing a little peekaboo since he got out there. So we just got to make sure that he's, we keep him out of, sight, and let Stafford just work, Kupp and the rest of the guys. But I want Jimmy to play especially too, because I know he wants to get his lick back on Odell, and I want to see him get that lick back.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I'm interested in seeing.
Have Odell get a
shout out
fight.
to Jimmy, man. If you're listening, man, we want you to get that lick back, my man. And hit give him double what he gave you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thankful though. We got some defensive guys coming back, Ronbo. We need them. This is perfect timing. It's just, regardless of anything, our defense, I feel like offensively we're going to be okay, but the defense, we got to make sure that we keep, Stafford and those guys, let's get Stafford down in the grass at least 3 times, 4 times, get those sacks in. And then, offensively, let's get another 350 to 400 yard offensive performance, between the ground and the pass. I feel like every game that we've gotten up there, Ronbo, to almost 400 yards, we've won them all. So we need to continue to keep doing that.
Yeah, and it keeps,
between
the
ground and the pass
down
game
too, because Elijah Mitchell, he counted for a third of what happened on that 400 yards. If he can come up with another 100 and something yards, the Rams got to stay seated.
Yeah,
the Ravens almost won with that strategy
and I'm hoping
too.
that there was a couple of plays I was watching when they were doing film earlier, doing a film review. It was Grant, that guy Jack. Man, I keep seeing plays where Kyle Juszczyk is wide open, and I've been saying this since last year. They are not paying attention. They have no respect for Kyle Juszczyk because why? Because Kyle primarily is using him to block all the time. So what does that mean? We don't even worry about him. We know what he's coming to do, and that's pretty much it. Well, that's a perfect opportunity to utilize him offensively and start dumping those passes, But Trey's got to make sure that he's going through his progressions and surveying as much of the field as he possibly can and not being too set on, losing seconds and going through progressions. Because if you got a guy if you can get a pass that's, to a guy that's covered with 2 different guys, then great. But if there's somebody wide open and they can get to the end zone and there's nobody guarding them, we want to get that. We want to get that play, Trey, or whoever's passing the damn ball. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying. So I'm just hoping that he's able to look at those things and, just review it because, it was only a second start. So I know. No, we got to be patient, man. I'm patient. Yeah, I'm patient with the young guy. I just, I look forward to seeing us win this game because I know the Rams feel like they got us in the bag already. They figure. Yeah, man. And let's not give the Saints too much zest. You know what I mean? And feeling like they're just going to walk on Atlanta, man.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
If Matt Ryan is going to retire, then I don't think Atlanta's going to be losing this game. I know I heard somebody talking about it earlier. Is that just speculative, or
I don't think that's accurate.
Or is this Matt Ryan's last year?
I've not seen anything on the dailies.
He's not done.
Him saying that. So yeah. What else?
But okay, brother Ronbo. Yeah.
And I look forward to
already.
Tomorrow.
It's all good.
All right, fam.
We'll be back Wednesday. Okay,
fam. All right, fam. Have a good night.
I appreciate it, family. Peace and love. You too, fam. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Shout out to the non-faithful, man, and on to the next, y'all. Get ready.
Indeed. Thanks, Dallas. And let's get on over to Emilio.
What's happening?
Emilio, man, we're in the same position we've been in for weeks. We go into every week wondering what's going to happen and getting all nervous and crazy. And, here we go. But we got guys coming back off the IR that are going to be helpful. especially when you talk about Mosley and Dre. Oh yeah, perfect timing for Dre because you already know we got Aziz out, and Josh and Dante can sit back out the way and come in only if needed, and Trey, I think Trey is up for the task. I believe he's because like he says in the press conference, if Jimmy doesn't play, my job is to be ready. All right, Trey. Yes, indeed. I know you're ready too. See, because behind the scenes they're telling Trey, look, don't give anything away to the press conference, but you are on this weekend. But hey, Billy, what's on your mind? What are you thinking about all this stuff?
First off, it's the same all-star Rams. That ain't nothing different. I don't know what Justin's saying talking about we finna lose. I think we did get to play y'all twice in a row. Embarrass y'all twice. In y'all stadium.
Hey, Josh, you hear that? Twice, Josh.
Yeah. Back to back. Hey, the hell? Hey, guarantee we played the Rams that week. Hey, maybe we would have been 17-0 playing the Rams. The way they play. Yeah.
17 whoopings.
Get to me. The Rams in here. I gotta say, Seattle got our number. We got their number. We got an extra element. We can throw the ball down the field. I think Trey gonna be ready for that. I say, as much as I like Jimmy's kind of guy, man. That ship himself. Sorry, Jimmy. On to the next. Let's go. Trey got this. And Shanahan needs to stop playing around. Just say, you know what? I'm going with Trey. Anything can happen from here on in. And I don't know why Shanahan playing games. You have to do that. Let teams know. We're coming for y'all. Hey, man, we're playing Trey. Let's go. It's always Shanahan. It's always
maybe in the locker room he talks like that, but he won't do that with the media. Shanahan is just thinking about the media. He ain't gonna never tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help him, Shanahan.
But no. It was like I said, he's ready for Sunday. Ain't nothing else you can really do. Like I said, just we can't really put our faith in the Falcons. They gotta take care of business.
Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta win this game. But they're gonna be fighting hard. They're gonna be fighting hardcore, Emilio. They want to put them caps and them shirts on. NFC West champs. I hate that thought on us. No.
Well, what time the Cardinals play? They play at the same time?
I don't know. And who did the Cardinals? Who they play next?
I forgot. I think they have the opportunity to maybe lose that game.
I forgot who they play.
I don't know. Like I said,
anyway,
I thought that I had. But that was one of those games that
they beat the Cowboys. I was delighted. I actually liked them for that.
That was actually kind of embarrassing. I actually thought the Cowboys should have killed them. Honestly, that's kind of sad. How you just let them come in and destroy you? I thought the Cowboys were a little better big team than that. I was like, I always give props where his props is due.
The truth has been told. That's why we ain't seen Texas boy in days.
That's kind of sad.
Mm-hmm.
They all hide and run. They all come in here talking smack and Well, I guess I was wrong. Well, no, we're going to destroy you guys. I'm like, okay.
It's like marketing.
Have you? You haven't seen no Seattle fans up in here in a while.
I know, right?
They come in and out. If we lose, they're going to come in here and tell us, you guys are sitting at home. I'm like,
that's right, Emilio. Oh no, I'm about to close it. We got to have a block party up here. I don't want to hear from clowns. Because you're talking about a team that finished last in the NFC West, and you're still talking trash. How do you do it? Shameless.
Not that bad. Hey, I like I said, in the beginning of the season, we looked like we had a good season. Then we start falling apart. Raiders fans up north, you guys are horrible, losing 4 in a row. I said, man, the Raiders started losing. Nobody wanted to talk to us. I was like, what you guys doing? I'm talking now. Hey, where you going? I didn't say nothing. I said, well, wait. What it is.
The Raiders just beat somebody that was somebody this past weekend. Was that the Chiefs? No.
They beat the Colts.
Yeah. I was kind of amazed.
The Colts actually kind of messed that up. They took them a little too lightly. They didn't think the Raiders were going to do that. No.
Well,
I done told Raider fans, I said, I actually told Raider fans, I said, I hope you guys do get in. But if you guys don't, I said, you're going to have a full lead for me. I said, don't you not get in, because I'm going to let you have it. As much shit y'all was talking at the beginning of the season, how bad we looked. I said, oh, no. I said, they finna have a full earful.
But Neil, think about this for a second. Is there a team in the AFC that looks totally dominant? I mean, people point to the Chiefs right away, but I don't know. I think that AFC, anybody could win that.
Technically, it's out of two teams. It ain't the Chiefs. It's either the
Not
Cincinnati.
Buffalo. Buffalo could lose. Cincinnati, I don't know.
Well,
you know, maybe.
Well, I'm just saying, to me, it's either Cincinnati, and it's kind of hard. You can say somewhat. It's kind of hard. To me, I think Cincinnati is one of the dominant teams, but
they were supposed to win it.
Yeah, Buffalo is the other one, but it's just they've had games and they let games slip away from them.
You know,
so I don't know what they've been doing.
Emilio,
but yeah.
Think about it for a minute, Emilio. The Raiders, if they win that, boy, oh no.
Oh, they're gonna be done in the first round. Whoever they play,
they're coming out.
They're gonna kill them. If they get in, hey, I just don't want to hear it when they don't come in.
You will hear it. That's why I want them out.
Especially with that new DUI. They got the guy that got the new DUI. Oh man, he was in the DUI. I don't want to hear that. I said, hey, because if we don't get it, I'm not gonna make excuses. We lost. It is what it is.
And that's the end of that. We'll never see you tomorrow. After Kyle gets through talking and telling us what's going on with him now. All right, fam.
But again, same old sorry ass Rams.
Night, Emilio.
You have a good night, Ronbo.
You too. Thanks. Hey, Jason. Jason's got to be at work, working hard. Jason.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Jason, man, we sit back here tripping like we always do before a game because we get crazy nervous and we just talking all kind of insanity. Because but you know what? There is something good to hang your hat on. You know that if Mosley and Dre are coming back, things are already looking better.
Yeah. Greenlaw is coming back, huh?
Dre,
so Shazier is out.
Yeah, that knee. He may not be out for forever. He might be coming back in a couple of weeks, but that knee's is hurting him now.
Okay.
But they didn't say anything about any real damage, so you see, got to heal up.
But Greenlaw is back though. That's good.
See, and people forgot about Dre. Boy, Dre can play some linebacker now. Yes.
No, I think Harris is out with the COVID protocol or something. Harris is one of those. I think I don't know. I know it's a couple guys.
He got hurt, but he came back in the game, so it's not serious.
Oh, he got hurt. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, Ronbo, I want y'all to understand this too about our team. Most times, teams take on the persona of their head coach. Think about how Singletary had us on defense. Tough. I mean, we weren't able to execute offensively. I don't know why he didn't get Mike Martz either. That would have been genius to have Singletary with a Mike Martz offense. Anyway, then we have Harbaugh, smash mouth, kind of traditional football, jumbo packages, Delaney Walker, Vernon Davis on the ends, Sapuaga at fullback. We're going to get the yard. We're going to get the 4th and inches with him. You understand?
Yeah.
With our coach now, I think he's schizophrenic. Like at the casino, I've been to Vegas with my work money, not with lotto money. So I've been at the table like, I don't know if I would have put those chips down there. That's how Kyle coaches. He coaches scared. So now the team, think about Super Bowl, halftime, 1:47 seconds left. The team is like, let's go. He said, no. Now the team internalizes that fear. They don't know. You got an attack dog. Sick the attack dog on them. We got attack dogs. Kittle's like, yo, coach, I just want to knock people out. You know what? Kittle, we're going to get the inch. You get that fullback, and whoever's in the way, just knock him out. Kyle's schizophrenic. So that's why our team, when we're great, we're cooking. When we're horrible, we're playing scared and reserved. It's fucking Kyle. We took on the persona of a spoiled fucking silver spoon kid. That's it. We're tough, but we got to stop being like Kyle. And we have no choice. He calls the plays. Trey, those little whack-ass rollout, the little Trey sneak to the left, and then the half he got to go to play with the play that the coach calls.
Yeah.
And we do have deep threats. Emmanuel Sanders, can we agree that Emmanuel Sanders is not going to compete with Debo in a foot race? Can we agree to that? Debo's smoking Emmanuel. He was deep in that Super Bowl.
But Jason,
they're not calling the plays. Kyle is not. He's scared.
But you know what though? Cooper Kupp is not fast either. But for some reason, he's always wide open.
It's the coach.
It's about
the
the
McVay
route
dude.
running. Well, yeah.
It's the coach. It's the coaching. Yeah. It all goes back to the coaching, man. Kyle is not calling the deep routes. So we don't have a deep pass game. It's Jimmy. Jimmy's like Chad Pennington. Here, a little dump off. Here you go. Trent Dilfer. Here you go. Hopefully there's run after the catch. Otherwise, Brandon Ayuk, Debo, it's all rack yards.
But Jason, you know, that's been their whole MO ever since they drafted Debo. Because they already had George. That's why Dante Pettis had to go. And then they went and got Ayuk. They want guys who we can get the ball to quickly and they can do damage. Kyle, you're right. He does not want to go downfield.
Well, you know, you let the safeties cheat.
Pure.
You let the safeties cheat now. Now, when you don't have that element, that dimension of a game, now you give the advantage to the safeties. So now they could creep up, and that's why the interceptions are happening.
And that's what I was getting ready to lead to. You know, because that's why the timing routes to the middle of the field all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
they're selling out for the underneath and the outside. They're like, well, he ain't going deep, so we don't got to worry about that. Let's all creep up underneath in the intermediate.
And Jason, if you and I were sitting in the room while he's making that play, Kyle, you know, you do that enough, the teams actually think that's all you're going to do. Then all of a sudden, you should bounce it outside all of a sudden. Or have somebody streak down the field. Because they're not going to be ready for that. They're going to think it's BS.
Debo, I would send Debo. I would say, Debo, listen, we're going to send you on a fly at least 7 times a game. Why? Just to keep the defense honest. They don't think we're going to do it. And then we might luck up, and Debo might be open for 6, like this guy on Bengals. Debo's that kind of speed. We talked about that, Ronbo. But Debo's on a whole nother speed than everybody on the field.
Exactly. Kyle still wants to surprise those. He'll send George deep. Meanwhile, Ayuk, who could run both of them, is running a mid-round. Okay. I mean, you know what? It works every now and then, so I said, okay, good. But you know what? There was better options than that, Kyle. But anyway, that works, so you can't say anything. You know? It's just hard.
And the Rams, just want to make this point.
We
just handled the Rams. We just handled the Rams. We already handled them. So all this fear of the Rams, we can lose, but I'm not scared of the Rams. We shouldn't be scared of the Rams.
All right,
all right, man.
All right.
Peace,
Jason, always great. Fam, I'll be back tomorrow looking for you, too. All right.
All right, man. Peace and love.
Peace back at you, fam. All right. There goes Jason, busy as can be. Hey, Bethel.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Bethel. Bethel, say hi to Josh and Marketing Pro.
Hi, Josh. And plus, another one thing I could say is the only way we will play the Rams again is the Rams lose and they get 3rd place, or they get I forgot what seed, but if say the Cardinals win and win the division, they'll go up to number 3. So we'll probably end up playing the Cardinals if we stay in the 6th, and the Rams are gonna have to play somebody else. The only way that I see us playing the Rams again, unless we lose and the Rams win, then they stay in the number 2, and we'll go to the 7. And if the New Orleans loses, then we'll play the Rams again. That's the only way you could play the Rams. You either play them and let them stay in the 2.
So who's gonna get the Cowboys first?
Cowboys will get either right now with the seedings how they are. I think Cowboys forget. I think they have the Cardinals. I think them playing the Cardinals. I'm not sure.
Getting ready to guess. There must be the Cardinals.
Yeah, and because there's a 5th seed. There we go. Now, okay. So 4th place will get the 5th seed. 2nd place will get the 7th seed, and sixth seed will get the third one. So, so it all depends on what happens there. That they're gonna face off whoever face off. I know Tampa Bay has an easy game.
Who would they be playing
and
first?
Green Bay has a. I didn't see, but I think they have an easy game.
Because one of them gets Green Bay's working to get the bye, and they probably are going to get that bye.
Yeah.
So they're not involved in the first week of the playoffs, right? So
Yeah, and because if the Cardinals play Seattle, so I don't think Seattle's going to beat the Cardinals. And
hey, Bethel, watch. This will be the game that the Cardinals will actually lose to the Hawks, right? Because nobody would believe it. It's coming out of nowhere. Russell Wilson all of a sudden can find some game and find his man DK Metcalf, as he hasn't been able to do that in a while. So anyway, I tell you, this is going to be a crazy weekend. Wow.
Yeah, we all play at the same time, so nobody's going to be able to see who's playing who and who's winning.
They did that on purpose.
Yeah, they did.
The Falcons were supposed to play earlier, from what Tony just said a little while ago.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, let's move that game down here. Let's just make this whole day just a big heart attack for just about every fan base across the planet.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's irritating. Because, Bethel, wouldn't you love to know if we don't have to? No, you know what? I don't want the 49ers to think, all right, well, no matter what, let's hang loose, guys.
That's why they're doing it.
The Saints lost.
That's why they're doing it. So teams, if New Orleans wins, and then our coach
everybody starts resting their
then
starters.
We don't have to play everybody.
Yeah.
They're not, and we're not gonna play hard in the
or
game,
you rest
and
your
they
starters.
don't want that.
NFL hates that.
Yeah.
Ratings, how NFL fell. They don't worry about players getting hurt. They're only worried about the ratings.
Yeah.
And I really.
Yeah, and then the other situation that could happen is that Cardinals win, and we beat LA, so we'll play the Cardinals in the playoffs at their house and get our revenge that we should have had the second time playing them.
Bethel.
And we play indoors.
No. You know what? I kind of like that idea. I don't mind playing the Cardinals or the Cowboys. Those are two teams I don't want anything to do with Green Bay or Tampa Bay in the opening week. But the Cardinals and the Cowboys, because the Cowboys, I see something vulnerable about them every time I watch them. They're getting away with beating teams that are inferior defensively. But the Cardinals are just melting because D-Hop meant more to that team than anybody knew, along with apparently J.J. Watt, because they were scary at the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah.
Now they're not scaring anybody now.
Yeah, and then I seen another thing. I seen a video of I guess Kyle was chewing out Trey Lance, and Jimmy G was laughing in the background. I don't know if he was laughing at that or what.
He probably was, because Jimmy's heard it before. Jimmy says, usually he's cussing me out. I finally get a break today because I'm not playing. Don't laugh, Jimmy. And Trey's at that point, Kyle's going to say, I'm going to start right now with some of the things I don't want. And I'll see if I'm going to mold this kid so that further down the road, he knows what I expect. It's just tough love.
Yeah. No, the thing is that it kind of pisses off kind of people because, a leader, is always helping, our rookie quarterback and all that. And it looked like he wasn't doing anything. The one that was out there was helping him out was our backup quarterback and the guy that barely came in.
Yeah. Well, Trey said they were talking. The camera's not on the sideline all the time.
Yeah.
Trey said that Jimmy was talking to him constantly. There's some photos with him and Jimmy talking. So the camera's not covering all the time,
Yeah, it is.
So.
And then I think Trey Lance is going to play because we don't want Jimmy G getting hurt, because if he gets hurt in this game, and if they know he's wounded in the hand, and Aaron Donald, you know the way he is, he got Russell Wilson hurt, and if he gets hurt in this one, then we're gonna have to probably keep Jimmy G for next year too, because we're gonna have to pay him that money.
Well, you know what? If he's having off-season surgery, he's not going anywhere anyway.
If he gets better, he'll probably go somewhere.
Well, I mean,
it depends on
already. It's just been reported the other day that he will have to have off-season surgery. I don't know. Some people think that it's all staged, but I don't know how you fake surgery. I don't know. We'll
I
see.
don't know either.
Yeah, we'll find out later. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and then plus, if our rookie could beat the LA Rams with that defense,
we could. Oh my God, Bethel, we can talk trash.
Yeah.
No matter what. Josh, remember that. If we beat you this weekend with Trey, there's nothing. You can take Marketing Pro and move his parking space out in the Ronbo Sports parking lot and just shut that down. And the rest of these guys in here that are talking major trash today, I never seen so many Rams fans. Even Rudy's not in here today, but all these other people I've never saw before and are in here running. Whoa. My God. Anyway, Bethel, we're going to go. And I'm gonna see. I'll be back tomorrow to see what's going on. Kyle's gonna have to probably tell you the truth tomorrow. So.
Yeah.
Right.
And then remember, because these guys are vaccinated,
they
just
just
get on
test
the field a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So that's one good thing that we have going for ourselves. So
hopefully they
hit a like, and let's go Niners.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
All right,
Bethel. Great to talk to you.
Good night,
I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, fam.
You too.
God, I tell you, that's funny. It's like, the holidays when you have relatives that you don't really particularly care for, especially if you got a large family, right? And that's the way our chat looks today. These people coming in here from places that, I'm not going to repeat the things they're saying because they know they're way out of line. It's the thing. Because if we do beat the Rams this weekend, there's no if, it's going to be fun. We're not going to be able to find these people. So we should probably just go ahead. Whatever you want to say to these folks now, fam, say it and just be brutal. Because we're not going to be able to find them after Sunday. And at the same time, they're going to be all over us if things go south for us. So, don't hold back. God. Fam, thanks for the contribution tonight. I'll be back tomorrow looking ready to talk some more 49er football. And